Okay, sorry, I'm here. I'm late because I forgot. I didn't set everything up properly, so I had to get everything going. Anyway, good evening, troopers. Commander on deck. Welcome, welcome. We should get at least one for kids. No, maybe. I'll think about it. I still don't even have my music ready. Oh god, what do I pick? The hey everyone. Hey Templar. Hey Scotty. Hey Kuramari. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're all doing good. I was trying to find this extended version of this track, but no one. Oh shit! Sorry. I'm out of it. No, where's the extended version? There's only the standard version of the song. Fuck. I've been. That's the second time this week that I was looking for a song, and it wasn't available. Like either the full version or an extended version on YouTube, and I'm really upset about it. God damn it. Anyway, I'll try something else. Dun, dun. What'd I do? Why no horny? I didn't do anything horny yet. What the hell's going on? I want to see this actually. Oh my god, there's so much stuff to talk about. Oh my god, what are we gonna do? Okay, hold on. Let me find a track real quick, and then I don't care about that one. My Twitch keeps recommending recommending like membership videos of other characters. Oh great, this is not going great. Okay, that's added. I'm complaining because I'm finding more stuff to add into holy shit, is it going? No. Here it is. Yeah, I'm finding like more videos regarding like topics that I wanted to go over today, and it's just like, oh no, there's more stuff I had to put into the thing. Oh my god, that's so good. Okay. Alright, I'll just put this on. Our good old staple. Persona 5 ambience. God, it's so loud, but I love it. Okay. Anyway, yes, I'm a little tired. So the M64 is back and running. Yes! I tested it last night. I think I did it after stream. Sorry, like readjusting my chair. And it worked fine. I got some like kind of concerning green sparkles in the feed, but like after I reset it a few times, eventually it steadied and it's now proper. Now the feed's coming in through fine. I was able to like run like a Paper Mario just fine. I haven't tried it without like overclocking yet, so I need to try that and see if that does anything. I didn't like that green crackle. That like it was kind of like TV static, but like green flecked into it. It was kind of concerning, but besides that, it eventually fixed itself, so that's good, I guess. Anyway. So I'm not walking horny. I'm not always horny, just usually horny. Anyway. But yeah, it's time for the weekly debrief, guys. Let's get into it. Oh my god. I guess I'll do this one second. This is a lot to go over. Fuck. Anyway. Where's my music? Where did I put my music? Oh no. I don't remember where I put it. Balance the haters. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna just like go to my history then. Run that. Yeah, sure. Let's do this. Okay. It was a weird HDMI handshake thing that was going on with the handshake. What does that mean? You mean like the way it communicates with the capture card? And I'm not entirely sure of the things behind it, but. It's just damn it, Automa. What did Automa do? I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that. What was I gonna say? I am glad that they got the clickers. True. I am glad that they did get around to it, like fixing it relatively quickly. I can't speak. What we're talking about the fix seemed to be pretty Mod Retro seem to have gotten like realized pretty quickly that like, hey, we probably should be helping our streamers. They're the ones who are like promoting our game or our device the most. So like making it sure that it works properly with them for their capture devices and everything was a pretty big fuck up. I'll be real, but they were pretty adamant and they got on fixing it right away. So I do appreciate them for that. So good job on Mod Retro for that. It was only broken for like a week-ish. Probably less than that now I think about it. So, you know, we got through it pretty quickly. So I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. Anyway, what should we start with? Okay. Let's just get into it. Let's get into the weekly. Oh god, I forgot to turn on that. I turned this off because I was running some tests earlier. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. Anyway, guys, time for the weekly debrief. I tried using support on Metal.tv's Discord server. Even support is only for people using the website, only pays for premium on Discord, chat, GPT, man. Dude, that's fucking sucks. Yeah, like, again, there's a lot of fucking bullshit with AI and all that nonsense. And one of the big things is that it encourages people to be lazier, and that's just fucking amazing. I love it. That's actually a little bit of a conversation we can go into with one of our topics today. But let's start out with something kind of light. Hogwarts Legacy 2 is officially in pre-production or whatever. And a lot of people, the usual sorts, are really being normal about it. you know the sorts of people. We did talk about a little bit about this with Ryan at the beginning of last stream. Anyway, let's just go. I was gonna let Vera talk, and I'll come in.
Over the past few days, we have seen meltdowns of epic proportions over Harry Potter, and really J.K. Rowling's work still making money. Not only are actors
is this because like the recent
and directors coming out and trashing the show, saying they were offered positions.
Let's see, 2 directors linked to major TV hits have reportedly turned down HBO's upcoming Harry Potter series due to J.K. Rowling's transphobic. Oh no! Absolutely fucking not, love. Thank you for asking. I think that the trans community deserves safety and dignity, respect, and total acceptance. So a wizard show is what... So a wizard show was causing them to lose safety, dignity, and respect just because it was a stupid TV show meant for children? Sure, okay, sure. Ali Pankyu, who directed an episode of Black Mirror, rejected an offer to direct the show because she said she did not want financially support a project connected to Rowling. Oh, boohoo. I mean, to be fair, like, at least, like, you know, I can kind of at least respect them. If they truly do not stand with, if they truly upset that famous transphobe J.K. Rowling is connected to this project and I can't be associated with that whatsoever, you know, at least like they're sticking to their laurels. So, you know, I can kind of respect that. Like, they're not trying. There's like a ton of other people who are like we're all hypocrites, right? But to like some extent or another, like we'll all break our standards now and then, and like that doesn't make you a bad person, it just happens. But like for like bigger issues like this, and they consider it a big issue, so I can kind of respect them for at least standing to their laurels. You know, there are people, like, for example, the people working on this show itself, they talk about like, oh my god, like we love working on the show, but we do not stand for those views. Like we do not agree with anything she says. We're just working on a show. It's just a job for us. Like, if you really believe that, would you be here? So, you know, I can kind of respect the other ones who are like, who put their foot down and said like, no, I can't be part of that because it's not, I don't agree with it, whatever. If they were willing to just like do the work and then shut their mouths and just like, this is just a J job for me, and like I don't really care about the source material or the people behind it. If they were like that, then I would also respect that person too. And I'm sure there's people like that on the set of the new show, but you don't hear about them because they keep their mouth shut. So like to them, it's just there's like a boom mic guy who has like the microphone, and this is just his J job. Like, he just holds a microphone all day and makes sure that it's running, and you know, and he has a little console on his waist and everything. and it's just a job for him. He doesn't care about J.K. Rowling's political views. He doesn't care about the political views of like the director or of all the big wigs around him who are like turning themselves into knots to justify why they're here and why they're not a bigot, despite the fact they're on the bigot IP or whatever. They're just, but that guy, Jake, let's just call him Jake. He just wants a 9 to 5. He just wants a steady paycheck. I respect Jake so much more than all these fucking bigwigs who are, again, they're either talking shit or I mean, again, they're all talking shit, but again, they're either twisting themselves into a knot to justify why they're here, despite the fact that they think that she's a monster, or the other ones who are who still believe that she's a monster, but you know, at least I can like I can throw them a bone and say like, oh, okay, fine, like at least you're standing to your laurels, whatever, who cares. Anyway, some people just don't give a fuck and only want money. Yeah, and like I respect those people so much more than, again, the theoretical Jake, the boom mic guy. I respect him so much more than these people. Let's see, what are you guys going over? Hogwarts Legacy is a game series. I heard the first one was pretty alright. Like, it's not like a spectacular game. My brother played through it in like 2 weeks or like a month or so. It kept his attention the entire time, so he swore by it. But then again, like my siblings kind of have really normie tastes. I'll be real, both of them. But I'm more interested in the fact that people are like this, like they get really angry about this game. I kind of want to play the sequel just because I think it would be funny, and I wonder if I'll end up on the list. And I don't know, that'd be kind of funny. The first game came out. I was a streamer already. I'm pretty sure I was. I can't remember when exactly the first game came out. But I think I was like doing other stuff, and I just didn't care. I didn't fucking care. Also, like, I don't like J.K. Rowling for other reasons. Like, I often say, like, you hate Rowling because you think she's a transphobe. I hate J.K. Rowling because she's a radical feminist and hates men. We are not the same. I often say that. That's like one of my favorite taglines. So I don't like her, and I like the series, but I grew up with them. Harry Potter, the first one, was probably one of the first really big books I read as a kid. I remember, like, all the way back in, like, 4th grade, I remember reading it. I remember really enjoying it, too. That being said, it's, I dislike her for different reasons. Like, I remember when J.K. Rowling was, like, back in, like, 2016-ish, I think? This is before, like, she came out, quote-unquote, came out, as, like, a TERF, as the term they like to use for her. But she was already very much a feminist by this point in time. And I remember when she did, like, the retroactive changes, like, she retroactively decided that Dumbledore was gay. Oh yeah, like, God, I remember how stupid that was. And then she, like, rewrote characters to be, like, she black and brown washed characters, like, after the fact. Like, she's kind of, like, fully in support of, News Gabe Banui is a transphobe because he plays Hogwarts Legacy and enjoys it. I'd probably play it and I'd be like, it's alright. I'd probably, like, I wouldn't say I wouldn't enjoy it, but I'd be like, it's fine the entire time. This is an okay game. I played worse. I just wish it has Quidditch, because, like, that was one of the stupidest things they did with the first game. Like, they had to come around with, like, a stupid-ass reason as to why there wasn't Quidditch matches in the game, which is, like, it's Hogwarts, it's Quidditch. It's like asking, like, your local high school to not have a football season. Like, they'll think you're fucking retarded. Like, they're gonna find a way to do football whether you like it or not. Like, that's, like, the lifeblood of the university. Like, this is what they do. Why are there 2 girls with glasses on the stream? Shut up. Oshi Lamau. Dumbledore's actor was gay, if I remember correctly. Then people misconstructed everything and put it into lore. Yeah, like, okay, I can see that definitely being a thing. They took the actor, and so, like, people decided, like, in like their headcanon, they came out and said like, oh, because the actor is gay, I headcanon him as gay too. But then J.K. Rowling came in and is like, by the way, kids, Dumbledore is canonically gay now. Like, again, she did that so many times with so many other characters. Like, there was actually like a meme about it. Like, again, this is before like they labeled her as a TERF, and everyone was yucking it up. Like all these what did they call them? Like wizarding retards or whatever. They had like a fandom name or something like that. I remember they were hanging off of every one of her words. But then it got out as if it was like a secret or anything. But then she started criticizing trans people because they were going into like women's bathrooms or whatever. I don't know what triggered. Well, I don't know what was like the camel that broke the straw that broke the camel's back. But like up until that point, they were yucking it up. Everything Miss Rowling said, they fucking loved her for it. And I remember like they were comparing like Trump to like Dumbledore and his cabinet were the Death Eaters and all that, all this fucking bullshit. Like everyone who they don't like, they were using like Hogwarts allegories, and then everything changed when she said men have penises or something like that. And then suddenly they just like they were just like flabbergasted, and they just like what the fuck did you just say? Oh my god, how could you do that? How could you do this to me? And they just lost it. Like it was like probably one of the most like darkest days in the history of like, you know, we didn't really use the word yet, but like to this the woke left. It was probably like the darkest days of their entire lives, really. And it was hilarious. But nowadays, you know, it's not as popular to make fun of her anymore, try to pretend that she's not that, or that she's a bad thing. She's bad anymore. Anyway, but yeah, so going on, the leader of the shareholders discuss a brand feature, like a Batman Legacy. Oh, I wouldn't mind a Lego Harry Potter. Was there ever a Lego Harry Potter game? Let me see. Yeah, there was a Lego Harry Potter video game. I never played it. I would play this. Like this was like the good era, like when it was on the Wii too. It looks like they never finished it. Let me see, Lego Harry Potter. Did they ever finish it? It's only years 1 through 4, and this came out. Oh, original release is 2010. Yeah, so like 2010 was interesting. Like if they like make like a complete version where like they add the last 3 years plus you know, like leave this version mostly untouched, just like, you know, upres the graphics and all that, I would actually want to play this because I love the Lego games. Lego Star Wars was one of my favorite childhood games. Like I adored that game growing up. The complete saga. Let me see if I can find it. Lego. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this was the shit back in the day. I remember playing this all the time on the Wii, and I even got the games like as they were coming out, like on the PlayStation 2. First it was like episodes 1 through 3, and then they did like the prequels, and then they eventually did the complete saga, which I got on the Wii, and oh god, this was so good. I remember loving the shit out of this. Like, I wouldn't mind if they did like a full years 1 through like the, I don't know, complete edition or whatever they want to call it, complete saga of the Harry Potter series in Lego. That would be pretty neat. I would actually kind of like that. Like Hogwarts Legacy, I'm kind of like about it, but this, I could really get behind this. I love the Lego games. They're so fun. I'm kind of like about, they mentioned like the Dark Knight Lego Batman game. That one, because like I heard that game it's a Lego game, but you need like a 5080 graphics card and like 700 gigabytes of RAM just to run it properly, which is like, what the fuck are you doing? It's a Lego game. Why is everything made to work like garbage these days? It is, god. Anyway, like I saw those like those specs for the Dark Knight Batman game. I was like, nah, dude, what are we doing? It's a Lego game. You could run this on the Wii back in the day, but now because you have to have like super realistic like puddles, which we nailed back in like 2007, by the way. But for some reason, these brand new 2026 puddles are like will burn your CPU if you look at them for too long. Like, what are we doing? How is this even happening? Yes, game, one of the movies I remember. Ah, okay. So the number was gay. Then became asexual. Wait, what? What do you mean? Okay. The Harry Potter universe, you would have a small one. Shut up. My wand would be massive. Like, I legitimately thought about like what kind of wand I want when I was a kid. I remember I wanted like rosewood and like dragon heartstring as the core, because dragons are cool. And Sequoia, because I remember going to the one good thing about California is the Sequoia redwood forest. Beautiful national landmark. That forest is gorgeous. It might be burnt to the ground now though, because California is really bad about controlling their wildfires. They never do control burns. That little not acre or campsite that me and my family went to, it's probably gone now. It's probably just barren earth now because of fuck California. Even the good shit, I imagine they already ruined it. Anyway, moving on. But anyway, I still love Sequoia hardwood. I remember thinking how in New Vegas, the handle of the Ranger Sequoia revolver, it's called a Sequoia because the handle is made from Sequoia redwood, coming from that forest. It's like a little homage to home, and I always thought that was like the most beautiful and coolest like backstory for these beautiful pistols. And I thought, like, you know what? If I had a wand, I want to put that. I want a wand made out of that wood. And so, like, again, that's the whole fucking thing. So yeah, Sequoia redwood with dragon heartstring for the core. Because I'm a fucking nerd. Anyway, did they not fix that? What do you mean? I don't know. I know that for now. We can check actually. Let's see. Lego Batman. I put it on under ignore because I saw like the price. Oh yeah, it's $70. Too much. And the requirements, let's see, recommended. Let's go. We have to do recommended because like that's what they want you to use. i7 processor, Ryzen 7, 16 gigabytes of RAM, graphic NVIDIA 2070. Okay, so it's a little lower. At least they lowered it a little bit. Still 50 gigabytes. This is still too high. This is a fucking Lego game. This should run on a potato. And like, I don't care how much lens flare. That's way too much lens flare. I don't care how much lens flare there is in it. Like, it's a Lego game. Come on, what are we doing here? It's based on like the Arkham games too. That's why we have like him in the Stray Jacket going into like Lego Arkham or whatever. Anyway, silly. I mean, it's cute. Like, I don't hate the idea of it. It's just that it's just poorly done. Like, what the hell are people doing? Like, nobody knows how to like configure a game nowadays. They're just like, oh, we're just gonna put it onto the consumer. We're just gonna push it onto the consumer. Like, oh, they're gonna have to buy a new graphics card. Who cares? Like I think they even said like for GTA 6. We're gonna talk about GTA 6. I think they even said like in an interview somewhere, like it's a game that you're probably gonna have to buy a new graphics card for. And they're like, and they just shrug their shoulders like, oh well, don't you want it? It's gonna be the biggest fucking thing since sex, so you're gonna want it. Who cares? If you are a real fan, you'll find the money. I think they actually used that word. Or was it Borderlands? Randy might have said that. The guy who runs the studio for Borderlands. Like games are peak. They're so good. Gellert Grindelwald was gay lover Dumbledore, and they had a falling out. Oh god! So he decided that he's that he's asexual because of that. He didn't decide like maybe I should find like somebody else or like maybe try women or something. I don't know. Fall New Vegas. Yeah, Fall New Vegas. Yay, gay never changes. Will Arnett as the voice actor? If so, worth $70. No game is worth $70. You'll never convince me of that. Like, if it's like a collector's edition with like cool stuff added on, maybe you can push it to like the 200 range. But like, this is for one actor. I'm still like I'm still hold true that $60 should still be the standard. I don't care what anyone says. They had a reference of American Psycho in the Lego Batman game. That's kind of cool. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a fun game. I just hate, like, how poorly optimized it is. And then, like, the price tag and all of that. It's like, it's not worth it. Like, I don't have the money for this thing. Like, I would buy it for, like, 30 bucks, maybe. But, like, for 70 bucks, no. Like, for all that, nah. Also, hey, Hoppy, how's it going? If I can't run it on calculator, I don't want it beyond. True in Rio. You're absolutely correct about that. Joe, what the heck? Hope you're doing good, Hoppy. It's been a while. I'm glad you stopped by. But no, the game is worth $1 trillion. I mean, I bet Rockstar tells himself that it is worth $1 trillion. Diablo Immortal. Don't you guys have an RTX 5090? That's literally how they think, honestly. Like, if you're a true fan, you will go through the nose. You will buy the new graphics card. You will steal whatever money you need to take out of your grandparents' retirement fund. You will do whatever it takes to play this video game, because if you don't, you're not a true fan. And you don't even deserve it. Like, that's literally how they talk and how they think. Like, let's be fucking real. And we'll talk more about, like, Greek corporations as we go on. Anyway, see if I can catch it. Yeah, so she's, like, going over, like, okay, so what's 2023? It wasn't even that long ago. Jeez. But yeah, like, she's going over, like, the history. Like, if you know about Hogwarts Legacy, you know. People tried to do a boycott. It didn't work. The game, I think it's, like, currently, right now, it's, like, at 40 million copies sold. They've made over $1 billion on that game. Who'da thunk it? Harry Potter is powerful, is popular. Let's see. They tried to make they tried to make a list, like a blacklist for people who played the game. I remember they called it, like, did they play that wizarding game or whatever? It was so fucking stupid. And really, the way that worked is literally based on Twitch's category page. If I were to go into the stream right now, if I were to set it to Hogwarts Legacy, I would appear on that list. Even though I don't own the game. I mean, I kind of own it. It's on the PlayStation 5. But I've never played it. I've never streamed it. You've never seen it on my feed at whatsoever. You guys have never seen it here on the channel. But because I put my name, or like I put it in my category list, it would then update it so that I'm part of that list. And people figured that out, so they broke it by just like going into their pages. People who have never streamed a day in their life, they would just start a page and start like a stream and set the category to Hogwarts Legacy, and then their name would be added to the list. So basically the list overnight became worthless because it got filled with tons and tons of people who aren't even streamers. And so yeah, that fucking fell through. So they try to cancel people who played the game. And then I remember like the particularly sad one with Silver Veil. That was like pretty upsetting. Oh god, calm down. Like Hogwarts Legacy, and you should, like, if you like the game, like, by all means enjoy it. Like, again, my brother loved it. I saw a little bit of it. I thought it looked kind of fun. I don't think it's like the best game ever from what I heard here, but like, it's just so dumb. Like, people got so fucking uppity about it. Also, hello Jacko, I'm just gonna call you that if you don't mind. What's up, man? PNG of a rabbit munching a celery now needs an RTX 78 render. Well, that's why you gotta get that AI upscaling so it can like fake the frames of that rabbit chewing on that celery. Yeah, we don't even have real frames anymore. We just have AI generated frames. I fucking hate AI generated frames. If a game needs AI generated frames to run properly, then it's not a good game. I'm just straight up saying it. Like, it's not a game you should pay money for, like, period. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, we are in a RAM shortage and people are still trying... Yeah, DLSS. DLSS. Like, I hate that feature so much, but I hate that it's basically become, like, standardized. Like, oh, well, we could optimize this game and not bloat it to infinity, or use an engine that we actually understand how to use. But nah, we're just gonna like unload it onto the customers, and they have to buy a new graphics card, or they have to fake frames or whatever. You know, we don't care. We gotta push it out the door by the end of the month. You know, gotta happen. But GTA 6, to be honest, it's just GTA 5 enhanced in a new location. Yeah, exactly. Like I do not care about GTA 6 beyond like making fun of it. I am not gonna buy that game. I might buy it like 7 years from now or whatever, when it's like $30, but I will not pay for that game full price. Fuck no. Like, I don't care. None of my friends who are like particularly super interested in it, so it's not like I am missing out. And even if they were, like, even if every one of my friends was like gushing over it, I'd be like, so I don't care. It's not my game. I know like one person who's kind of excited for it, and like, you know, power to him, but I don't care. Beyond like making fun of it, I don't give a fuck. Also, here you go, Templar. Thank you for the redeem. Mwah. Thank you. I almost pressed the turn off the stream button. that was really bad. Hoppy is a Banui. Yes, Hoppy is a Banui. Not as Banui as me, but still Banui. It's getting out of hand out of two. God damn it. I don't like Harry Potter to begin with. I hate Wizard Warlock stuff unless it's D&D with colorful players. So the drama went over this bonus head. Like, that's fair. Like, if you're not into like magic systems or whatever, that's entirely up to you. Like, it's fine if you don't like the game because of like, you know, reasonable reasons. Like, oh, I just don't like fantasy. Like, there are people who are like, they hate sci-fi or they hate fantasy, and like, I can understand that. Whatever. You just don't. It's just not to your preference. It's just the people who see this and they're like, I can't like this because wrong people are associated with it. That's literally their entire mentality behind it. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to mention the whole like the big one with Silverveil. Let me see if I can find her. If you know who Silverveil is. Yeah, this VTuber. Oh my god, her old model was so bad. Yeah, her new model is so much better. Live 2D is so much better than 3D. Anyway, the point is Silverveil. Is that actually her? It's Silverveil. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's just her. She has, wow, her tits are really that big in real life, man. Okay. Okay, anyway. It's just her in a cosplay of her character. That's cute. I appreciate it. But yeah, she did the whole yeah, she's doing the, I mean, we did have like this whole discussion about like what do you call it? VTubers, and like they're doing too much live content. You know, I can kind of get behind this. She's still a VTuber, but when she appears in public, she goes as her character. I like that. You know what? I think that's a good middle ground. Like, if you're gonna appear in public, if you're gonna show off yourself IRL, you know, at least do it in cosplay. And like, so like, hey, I'm Silverveil. Here's me in the costume of my character, and she wears a mask so you can't like see her face. So, like, you know, it's still like maintains some of that mystique. Anyway, the point is, like, she was like famous or infamous, whatever you want to call it, depends on who you ask, for playing Hogwarts Legacy. And she was vehemently and abhorrently attacked because of her association with the game. Like, she was just wanted to play it. I assume she was a fan back in the day as a kid. A lot of us, she's around my age, I think. So like, a lot of us grew up with Harry Potter. You know, we read the books, blah blah blah. She liked the game. She wanted to try it. Whatever, who cares? But how dare she? How dare she play the game of this evil woman? How dare she? So yeah, so she was even back then, she was like an incredibly popular. She still is today, but back then she was still a very popular VTuber. So when someone as famous and far-reaching as Silverveil decides, hey, I want to play this game, it just increases the numbers of crazies that come out of the woodworks. Because like, the bigger you are, the more likely the bigger target you are, basically. So, like, very believably, a lot of people like came on her stream. They were harassing her in her streams, calling her disgusting, a monster. Like, you're promoting genocide. Like, how dare you for playing a stupid fucking video game. And even one of her she used to be part of Visocho, which is a defunct VTuber group now. It's no longer in existence because of a lot of infighting, of mismanagement, and other bullshit. But even one of her fellow VTubers in that group, her name's Leaf, I remember, or Fruit, that was her name. Fucking cunt. Fucking cunt. She basically was encouraging it. She was essentially saying like, well, who cares? And like she brought it upon herself. Essentially like indirectly saying that like, hey, you should be like calling her out and like and going after her and yada yada. And like keep in mind, Fruit is also, she's English, she's from the UK. So I guess she takes it personally because like, I guess in her mind, J.K. Rowling is like a mistake from her country or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, really one of like the worst things that come out of that whole debacle. Like again, Silverveil, I haven't watched her in years, but from what I've seen of her, she was a sweetheart. She's a sweet gal. She adores her mother, who's her best friend. She has nothing but kind things to say about her and her friends. And then like this rabid blue-haired HRT high retard just come out of the woodworks and just come after her for, sorry, I was trying to come up with good insults. come after her for just playing a fucking video game. And I don't know, it still like gets to me to this day. I hope she plays the sequel as a sign of defiance. I hope she just plays the sequel. Because, like, I think it was made very clearly who are her friends and who are her enemies, which are her true friends and who are not. And she just plays it. Because, like, it's what, as, like, just as, like, a last, like, middle finger to those kind of people. Like, I will do what I want, including this. If it makes you upset, fuck you. It's not, like, move the hell along. Who cares? Fruit, wasn't there stuff about her cheating, too? Yeah, Fruit is another thing. She was, from what I understand, she cheated on her husband, who was away, by the way. Her husband was I don't know if he still is, but at the time he was a soldier. Again, he's in the UK. He's a soldier in the UK. He was on campaign, I don't know, somewhere in the Middle East. Like, I mean, back then it was relatively peaceful. But the point is, her husband was away, serving his country, and then she back at home was getting like plowed by like 5 guys at once. And like the cheating whore that she is. So like, yeah, so on top of being like just a terrible, awful friend, unleashing trans activists on her alleged friend, she's also a cheating whore. And not just a cheating whore, she's a cheating whore that does it with multiple guys at once. Yeah, she's bad woman. Also, hey TOA, thank you for the kisses. I can see him, I can see him. Just getting into this. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, Jesus. 8, okay, come on. I can't do them all. Eight. There. I think that was it. God damn it. Too many. God damn. I'm blind now, shit. Okay. Jesus. Thank you for the redeems. I can't read chat. Let me finish chat. You guys are saying some stuff. No, Tia. I know, he's doing too powerful. Hold on. Sounds like some Sonic fan VTuber drama I listened to about earlier, where someone was trying to make a hate cancel movie that got someone else's channel sponsored. Yeah, we talked about that a few weeks ago. Might have been a month ago or so. You're talking about Mia, our pink big booby princess, as we started calling her here, because she's been popping up here now and then. But yeah, that's who you're talking about, Poppy. Yeah, Mia was trying to do a sponsorship with Booba Supreme. I wrote her name. Yeah, she was trying to do a sponsorship with like Sega, and then she said something transphobic. I always say this with like the biggest fucking quotations ever because it's never actually transphobic. Just because someone's being critical of you doesn't mean it's transphobia. But anyway, she said something problematic, and then like a bunch of other VTubers in that program got her canceled basically. They removed her from they got her removed from the program, and which was a pretty big blow to her because like she's still an upcoming VTuber. She did grow a little bit from it, thankfully. Not like another VTuber. There was another one recently. Yuzu, I think her name was it. Yuki? No, Yuki. She's like a cat. She's another quote-unquote transphobic VTuber who exploded after her drama. Unfortunately, Mia only got like a little boost, but still, well, I feel really bad for Mia in particular because after that nonsense, she lost a sponsorship and didn't really get that much out of it. Especially because like she's a big Sonic fan, and I just feel really bad for her. Like if you're a Sonic fan, you are a Sonic fan. Like there's no in between. You either are like about Sonic or you fucking love Sonic. So she loves Sonic in the Sonic universe. So she was super hyped for that sponsorship, and they took it away from her. And I just feel really bad for her because of that. So I don't know. It's just really, really unfortunate. Hope she gets a better sponsorship sooner. It's just further proof of why Sega. I remember Sega owns Atlas. Anyway, modern Sega is just fucking ideologically captured in bullshit, and this is like there's little hope for them unless something drastic happens, but we'll see. Anyway, moving on with this thing. Wrong keyboard. So yeah, she was going on about that. Yeah, the directors came out and they were like, "Oh my god, we fucking hate we hate J.K. Rowling. Please don't hate us." Also remember, like, there's no verifiable evidence that J.K. Rowling actually hates trans people. He said he was just critical of them, but you know, we obviously talked about there's a difference between phobia and then, you know, being critical of a political movement, which is often very monstrous and does very creepy things. Ergo, the trans movement. But yeah, they're officially working on Legacy 2, and everyone is losing their minds. I can't see this! You know what, I'm just gonna play the video.
Point in time as we get closer to the release of this sequel, they may change their tune again, but IGN, for example, doesn't talk about J.K. Rowling at all.
Oh yeah, that was another interesting thing about this. Apparently, the big name news media, gaming news media, they're not talking about the Hogwarts Legacy. Like, back when the first one came out, they were all toting the line. They were all talking about like, oh my god, this is awful. This is like a massive slap in the face of the trans movement, or blah 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 blah. They're basically like all walking in lockstep, talking about how dangerous this game was because of like who was behind it. Like, oh no, she who must not be named, blah 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 blah. And now it's just silent. Nobody's talking about it. At least none of the media is like, unless they're like mentioning, oh, by the way, they're working on it. It's in full development now. Anyway, that's it. You know, like a very base, not base, as in like, you know, base, like a baseline, formal, no inflammatory topic. It's just like, you know, how the news is supposed to be. You know, just tell you what it's supposed to be and not give you an opinion on it or like imply anything out of it. Just the news and told to you straight. That's it. That's what this article is. That's all they're saying. They're just saying like what they know about it, and like, okay, anyway, moving on. That's it for this article. See you next week.
Doesn't talk about the controversy at all. Here we have WCCF Tech not talking about J.K. Rowling or the controversy that they tried to create with.
Yeah, they're just talking about the thing. And yeah, and this one in particular, this what was the name of the...
At all. Here we have WCCF Tech.
Yeah, CCS Tech is like in particular really important to the story because they were the ones who were leading the charge on the attempted boycott of the first game. They were the ones encouraging people to go out there and like, hey, don't buy this game, don't support it. Bad people are associated with it. And from there you got like the the blacklist, the silver veil harassment and the harassment of other streamers and yada yada. It all started with with these people, and now they're just like, oh, okay, they're making a sequel, guys. I hope it's good. Anyway, later. they're not talking about it. Like, it's like having a dead body behind you, and then just not acknowledging it. Like, they're just pretending that it's like, who cares? We're just gonna ignore that.
Not talking about J.K. Rowling or the controversy that they
and it's a
tried
dead body
to
that they
create with
themselves shot. The
Hogwarts
gun is on the
Legacy.
table in front of them.
And
You can
here's
see it.
also Screen Rant. And keep in
It's still
mind
smoking.
that Screen Rant was one of the driving
I'm
forces.
sorry, it was Screen Rant. That was the one. We started the boycott, or tried to push for the boycott.
Behind the boycott attempts, and there were tons of articles posted on Screen Rant about it, and yet they
the first thing that came out
are
of mind was like, you're a
silent.
faggot, Harry.
Maybe they are embarrassed because their boycott attempts the first time around completely and epically failed, and they are a laughing stock. Maybe
I
they
can't
are just
see it.
so desperate right now to walk on the tightrope and not fall off, where they want
I can't see. I'm sorry, I can't read the
hate
thing.
and hate clicks, but at the same time they don't want to push away the few readers they have still. Maybe they're just trying to play a balancing act. Who knows? Either way, though,
I think they're reading the way the winds are changing, that like the first boycott just fucking failed, and people have become even more unwilling to put up with that bullshit regarding you know, people like desperately trying to push like woke ideology and all that. It's only gotten like, people are even less sympathetic to that mentality, and they know it. So I think they're just like, they're hoping that a grassroots boycott will come out of nowhere, and then they might back it. But as of right now, like, they're just gonna keep their mouth shut, because like they know that it's not a good idea. It's not the people are not okay with that anymore. Hogwarts Legacy again sold over 40 million copies, made over $1 billion for Warner Brothers Studios, and they realize that their horse not only failed, it didn't even cross the finish line. So like they're just keeping it close to their chest for now, at least. We'll see how it goes, but that's pretty much it. Again, people are just like, yeah, again, super like the two signifies how you'll be twice as pathetic if you buy this game. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, look at the flags in the bio, including the Palestine flag. Oh, you know that the flag of that culture that would fucking throw you off a building because you identify as trans. Oh yeah. That culture. Yeah. They love you guys over there. Let's see. I mean, other than J.K. Rowling being a massive bigoted piece of shit, source. Again, none of them can provide a source. Hogwarts Legacy was just a mid game. It was an okay game. I wouldn't say it was a masterpiece, but mid doesn't even mean mid anymore. Mid, you think mid would mean like average, but no, it means like, it's just another way of saying bad. From what I've seen, I would probably give Hogwarts Legacy like a 7.5. What I know about it. Most nauseating game in history too. Oh boy. Why are you people still creating demand for the hot dog water ladies? Hot dog water lady? Is there a joke here I'm missing? Hot dog water lady. Do you mean like? Do you mean like piss? Are they talking about like that she's like her, like she is like equivalent to like dog piss? Is that what they're going for? Also, no. Oh my god, damn it. Shut up, TOA. What happened? So my stream so far beyond. It's what happened. It's okay to show. I canceled quotes. I said so before far beyond. You can show whatever. If you said something funny that got you canceled, I would like to see it actually, because I think it'd be funny to see what pushed people over the edge to start getting you getting people to start like hating on you. Unfortunately, I haven't been canceled yet, like not really officially. I've gotten like some people like push back on me, but nothing like big. Again, guys, You gotta get, like, you need to get, like, a Google Doc ready or something so that I can use that momentum to then get tons of new followers. Come on, guys. Like, I need to become, like, the next Yuki. The problematic bunny. I need to do it. Anyway, going forward, blah, blah, blah.
Products.
Poop and fart noises, trans flag, of course. Buns cancel, Principal Cole says so far, men can't get pregnant, low E. Loli's okay. Pride parade should be for adults. If you want to be called a gender, then look like that gender. These are all fucking based in like, I don't even know if it's appropriate to call them based. These are all pretty like mundane things. Like Loli is fine. We appreciate Loli here. And again, like it's not real. Who the fuck cares? If you care, you're getting too much into it. And I did start late, yes. Men can get pregnant, that's a biological fact. Pride parade should be for adults, yes, because especially considering like what they like to put in there. Like I can be kind and say like, okay, sure, you can have like a pride parade for children, but make it for children. Like keep it child safe. Like actually, you know, keep in mind that you need to keep it child safe. Like just have like colorful clothes and like little flags and like floats and that's it. Bubbles, balloons, you know, things kids like. Fine. I still think it's like a form of propaganda, but whatever. At least like keep a child safe. But then you see them like coming around in like their fucking gimp mask, wearing leather, walking on all fours, with their daddy. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Their puppy mommy. Having them on a leash. The literal piss kiddie pools. Like I've literally seen that. There have been like actual piss kiddie pools at pride parades, like on the float, and they were like splashing around in it. Like, oh, look at how gay we are. Like, really? Not only is that like not child friendly, but that's also this disgusting. Like, what are you doing? And I'm a guy that like makes fun of like that like pokes fun at like lowly apple juice, like all the time because like that's funny. But like then when you get into it like actually then it gets just like what the fuck are you doing? Especially in public, especially around kids. Like again, I don't know. And if you want to be called gender, then look like the gender. Yes, like it's we've mentioned that before too. Like the whole like it's a societal give and take. If you want to be called something, at least look like that. If you're not gonna put the effort into it, then why do you expect people to do that? Like, most people ascribe to the adage of looks like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck. It's a duck. If you want to be called a girl, look like a girl, talk like a girl, act like a girl. But the vast majority of them do not at all, like whatsoever. And it's just. And a lot of them will just straight up tell you like, oh my god, you're discriminating against people who don't pass. And then a lot of them will also even say like, you don't even have to try to pass. You are what you'd say you are, period. And it's like I will, out of respect, I will call you what you want me to call you. But don't expect anyone else to, because the vast majority of people are not gonna fall for that. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. Also, hey, good sir, welcome. How's it going? Why pouty? I'm not giving free kisses, don't worry. I already gave like 20 to TOA earlier. I mean, he did pay for them though. It can't be really ever be child safe because it's all sexual in nature. I mean, that is kind of true. Unfortunate, but it's just how it is. How do you explain the child to a child what the flag represents without sex? There is a way you can do that. You literally just say just say like sometimes a family is two mommies, or sometimes a family is two daddies. That's it. Just leave it like that. You can have like representation in child-friendly ways without it being like degenerate. Like I'm willing to give them even that much. Like I remember recently there was like an episode of like Bluey, I think. They had like a same-sex family, where I think it was like two dads and their little girl. in the show, and I was like, whatever, who cares? Like, it's just like that's fine. Like, it's just a family, and it just happens to have 2 daddies. There you go. You did it. You did it. You made a child safe. This all you have to tell your kid. Or something, or you can just say, like, sometimes, you know, a girl loves another girl, or like a guy likes another guy, and like that's all you have to say. You don't have to like talk about genitals, or you don't have to talk about genitals. You don't have to talk about bondage. You don't have to talk about any of that. You can just say, like, you know, it used to be a case of love is love, but that's not the case anymore. I remember, like, I was actually looking up this quote recently. It's from the movie. Let me see if I can find it. Oh my god, this made me so fucking angry when I saw it the first time. Rose. Let me see if I can find the this one. That spot's really good, by the way. I really recommend this guy. He's another really good like movie reviewer. He's up there with Jester Bell and Critical Drinker, in my opinion. He actually sometimes appears on Critical Drinker. He's actually that good. But yeah,
in exile,
there was one line here in this movie. Oh my god, we're already on the. I just started the video and we're already looking at what's the problem here. Anyway, there was one line here that really like rustled my jimmy, so to speak, to use like a really fucking old fucking phrase. Let me see if I can find it. Oh shit, where is he? Where is it? He was talking to this guy. I want to show it to you like verbatim, not just the not just say it. Where is it? Where is it? It was basically, I like to call it like the quiet part out loud. Yeah, once I said I can't. I'm sorry.
See if LGBT vary movies plot monogamous
wrote the lyrics on a natural
promiscuous movies plot since no one saw it. The main character is Bobby, a Billy Eichner self-insert. Bobby.
God, this whole movie is just about like how can I be as promiscuous and disgusting and degenerate as possible, and then try to like play it off as gay culture. Where is it? I think it was right there. I think it was there.
Their will to live, even an enthusiasm the mildest painting about.
Ever make a movie about not?
Here it is. Here it is. This is the quiet part out loud. Look at this, Darth Jar Jar. Yeah, that's a reference to something else. But look, this is the quiet part out loud. Listen to it.
A lesbian who does. Love is love is love. No, it's not. That's bullshit. That is a lie we had to make up to convince you idiots to finally treat us fairly.
That was it. That's the quiet part out loud of like the modern LGBT movement. It used to be when I was a kid and I was first learning about gay people back in like middle school or whatever. Because like that's the first time I was like hearing about it. Yeah, like that's what I was told. Like love is love. They should be allowed to love who they want because love is love, right? But then it turned into but again, that's the quiet part out loud right there. I'm gonna play it again. I know.
Martina Navratilova, a lesbian who does. Love is love is love. No, it's not. That's bullshit. That is a lie we had to make up to convince you idiots to finally treat us fairly.
It's a lie they made up because they had to because apparently they were being mistreated because of that. Like, I'll admit, like, yeah, gay people were being mistreated, but they were being mistreated for like for something that like we should like people who are like normal should be able to agree, like, hey, just let people live their lives, and like the government has no say in what you do, in the bedroom and yada yada. But in this guy's opinion, not just the character, but the actor, he's also the director, the producer of this whole film. I forgot his name, like Bobby something. This is what it means to be gay.
Remember, and couldn't be bothered looking up. Love interest.
Like all this nonsense is what it means to be gay. It's not about love. It's about being obnoxious, annoying, promiscuous, and just like going out there and like just having tons of sex and partying and all that. Like that's all they fucking care about. That's their whole fucking trying to find like that picture of that guy's dancing naked on the on the fucking thing. Oh, was it there? Was it there? Yeah, here.
So
yeah, this is what it means for. This is what he thinks being gay is about. Going to parties, being like hooking up with like the first fucking dude you come across, and just being degenerate, essentially. This is what he thinks being gay is about. That's why I call that. That's the quiet part out loud. It was never about love is love. It was about like making a propaganda piece so you can go and do this. If you tell people, a normal person, like again, just pick up like some random guy on the street, and you tell them like, hey, should a gay person be able to like marry, you know, his boyfriend, and you know, let them have a child together, and they like, you know, they work together to like develop a good home, and they raise that child together to make that child become like a good, responsible member of the community, and like contribute to society, pay taxes, you know, all that stuff that you do with your wife and your kids. And most people will be like, yeah, sure, whatever. I mean, if he wants to hitch up and do all that and like go through the struggles of marriage and, you know, have kids and like, you know, raise them properly, like, sure, why not? But that's not what they want. This is what they want. The pride parades where they're swimming in piss is what he wants. Again, that line. And this is a movie, like a real movie, Bros, that they basically put out there as like a propaganda piece to like push the gay agenda, like quite literally. I'm not even being like, I know it sounds silly, but like quite literally, they put it out there to do that. Were we talking about Hogwarts? Were we? I don't know. I'm sorry. I just like I had to talk about this because like I saw this review and it was like it made me so angry hearing that line. But yeah, like it's the quiet part out loud. It was just a lie. Because like to people like him, and like let me make this clear, like I'm pretty open about the fact that I'm bi and all that, and like I have several friends who are gay and yada yada, and like there's nothing wrong with being gay. Obviously, like I am myself. Like obviously, we all get. I'm sorry, but oh shit, I lost my train of thought. Like obviously, like I'm gay myself, and like I have and like my ultimate goal, hopefully, is to find someone, whether it's a guy or a girl, to like just live my life with and like just be happy with. Maybe have children, maybe not. I don't know. I'm still like coming up in the air about that. But the point is, like, I just want love. Like I still believe in the love is love thing, you know, even as a bisexual guy. But guys like Billy or whatever the fuck his name is, he doesn't believe in that. He believes in this. He just wants an excuse to go out there and be promiscuous and be degenerate and just be nasty. And like, to be fair, like there's a time and a place for that. Like we all were in our 20s at some point, like early 20s, you know, we all had crazy college parties that we went to. We might have hooked up with somebody, but for most people, that eventually stops and you knuckle down and you take some fucking responsibility. For this guy, for this fucking degenerate, no. He never wants it to stop. He just wants to party and fuck random dudes like every other fucking night. Every night if he can help it. Until erectile dysfunction finally takes him. Like that's his whole fucking what do you call it? His whole fucking goal in life, essentially. Just to party and be a degenerate, and also, you know, preach to people about his degeneracy and try to like shove it into their mouths, and they call it justice and call it social justice. So not only is he promiscuous and stupid, like again, like every college student is a promiscuous idiot at some point. All right, so yeah, we did go over an hour. The song in. Every college student is a promiscuous idiot at some point. But this guy just wants to do it forever, and also he wants to make you, he wants to shove it into your face and then call you a bigot if you say you don't want to look at it. That's what the modern alphabet soup community is. That is what they're about. They want to be degenerate, and then they want to force you to look at it. To watch. They want to force you to watch. That's why they're always like that. And again, like, I need to, like, clarify, like, we're not all like that. I'm not like that. Hoppy is not like that. Pretty sure Hoppy's gay. We've had a few people here who are also gay. Like, I'm pretty sure we're not all like that. But he is. And if you call him out, if I call him out, I'm just a self-hating gay. If you call him out, like Templar or Scotty, you guys are both like strapping young guys. He'll call you a fucking bigot for it. How was it going beyond? Of course, like, you know, we play around here, but like we're not like forcing anybody into it or anything like that. I'm straight too. Yeah. Wait, what? I'm straight too. Yeah. Whatever. The point is, like, we're pretty like diverse here. Like, we have gay guys here, we have bi guys here, we have straight guys here. But the point is, like, none of us, at least I think we are on his side. Yeah, and you're married with a kid too. I know Moon has a kid too as well. Yeah, there's a difference between a gay guy and a guy that happens to be gay. Yeah. Oh yeah, I always like to say, like, there's a difference between a faggot and a gay guy. I'm a gay guy. This guy's a faggot. There's a difference where he has to make it his entire personality, and then gets offended if you don't want to like hear about his one night stand with Stefano last night or whatever, because it doesn't interest you, because it disgusts you or whatever. There's a difference. He's a faggot. I'm just a gay guy. There's a difference. Know the difference. Anyway, we were talking about Hogwarts. We were talking about Hogwarts. 15 years with the same women. Congratulations, Scotty. Hope you two are very happy. If only we were all so lucky. I mean, maybe I'll be that lucky someday. But again, congratulations. Black word, black people in. Yep, I can't say that word, but it's there. But there is a difference. There's just somebody who's just black, and then there's N-bomb, and then there are N-bombs. Unfortunately, we're not at that society level yet where people can just say whatever they want. Someday, hopefully. Hopefully I'll live long enough to see it. Key and Peel skip, please, no. What do you mean? Key, Peel... Key and Peel skip? What's that? It's straight to like femboys. It's super straight, Scotty. I don't know what you're talking about. Liking femboys is like the straightest thing you can like. It's literally the straightest thing you could do, because like you like the femboy because he looks like a girl, which is straight. But also you can hang out with your femboy boyfriend doing dude things like playing video games and watching sport, which is super straight. So yeah, so if you do the math, dating a femboy is incredibly straight. It's probably the straightest things you could ever do. Like, even more so than a woman. Because like if you're dating a woman, yeah, liking women is straight. But then you have to occasionally do like a girly thing with her. Like, you know, you have to take her to like the nail salon, or you have to go shopping with her sometimes. And that's really gay. So, you know, you're like half gay. But if you're with a femboy, it's 100% straight. Like, it's the math. It's the sexuality math. Like, I know it's kind of complicated, but you get the hang of it. Key and Theo did a gay spit where Key is flamboyant and Pio is more reserved. Is that the one? We'll watch that later. we have to get through all this other stuff. But basically, the long story short is, yeah, Hogwarts is making people angry, of course. Because it's kind of fun. Anti-trans legislation. Which has never happened, by the way. J.K. Rowling has been living in the UK for what? How old is she? She's like 50-something now? And as far as I'm aware, there hasn't been any, like, anti-trans legislation. The UK is still one of the most, like, ideologically captured places in the world, to the point that you will get arrested for, like, misgendering somebody. So I think you're fine. I think they're fine over there. If not straight up just being higher class citizens compared to your regular person. Just saying. I think you're gonna be fine. Anyway. Blah 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 blah.
This
Anyway, so yeah, that's the whole thing regarding like Hogwarts Legacy. It makes me kind of sort of want to play it someday. I don't know when. Wait, did something wrong?
Hey, what is up, guys? Guitar.
Oh yeah, okay. Anyway, moving on. Zoli was in the files. Everyone was in the files. Oh yeah, she mentioned that. Somebody said that in like one of the tweets, right? Look, like, if you anybody who was anybody who was anybody back in like the 90s and early 2000s was in the fucking files. Whoopi Goldberg was in the files. Everyone was in the fucking files because like that's just how influential the fucktar Epstein was. He knew everybody who was like was above like a certain like economic bracket, or was in some form of government. Everyone, he knew everyone, and he like that was like his whole fucking game to like get to know everyone so that he can like have as many like people who he could blackmail and get on his side and buy out and yada yada, or get favors from. That was his whole fucking deal. So what matters is context. Just because she's in the files doesn't mean she did anything. And until that evidence is actually put in front of me, they're just coping. This like they'll find whatever they can. Like it's just a cop out basically. But actually that person is in files. Okay, in what context? Like, and they can't even tell you. They just say like, well, their name is there, and they can't even tell you why it's there. Like for what? And I think for J.K. Rowling it was from like an email or something. Like he was talking about her to somebody else. I think that was the context for Rowling. Because again, if you were somebody in the 90s or the early 2000s, then he knew about you and was likely trying to get it good with you. That was his whole fucking deal. Do you boo-boo? Do I boo-boo? What? I'm so straight I could kiss my name straight on the list instead of be straight. Yeah. No, it wasn't a file. Unfortunately, I wasn't anybody back in the 90s and 2000s. Found a skid suggestions. Okay, I'll take a look at that later. But we gotta move on. Anyway, this is concerning regarding Stellar Blade. They recently hired a DEI specialist and for Shift Up. And if you don't know anything about Shift Up are the guys behind the Stellar Blade series, including the upcoming Stellar Blade Blood Rain. And they're also responsible for Nikkei. And I spent like the last entire stream like talking about the Nikkei story and how good it is. Like it's a story about the game like leads you in with like big booty chicks and then you stay for the story. And like Shift Up has always been about sex appeal. Like that's their whole brand. And this is a little concerning.
Welcome back to another, I guess, Nikkei video, sort of, because this is related to that, but it's more about
so
Shift Up. So if you guys are not aware, there's a big drama today happening regarding Shift Up, where this particular...
I mean, they have used some AI in their game, but for the most part, like, every studio is using AI at this point. Like, unless the game's, like, 100% AI, like, I'm not gonna, like, turn the thing on. The new Blade win. I've done that, actually. Look.
Called Jeremy.
Okay, when I was playing, I'm gonna do this.
I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right. Could be pronouncing it wrong. But ideally,
I have Stellar Blade art, actually.
Shift Up. Now, who is this exactly? After 13 memorable years at PlayStation, I'm thrilled to announce
I have done
Banui
Blade
as head of global communications. Can't wait to steer.
Also, I love how like I flashbanged you with my ass just there. This is a little awkward to pose because of how horizontal it is. I'm sorry. Ass flashbang. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. That's how it came in. Anyway, there you go. Let the cow step aside so you can see it a little better. That's fine. I don't like using this art too much because again, the horizontal orientation of it makes it kind of hard to put it in the corner of the screen. But there it is. Is it the flashbang to the door?
For Mr. Kim Hyung-tae, Mr. Shinji Mikami,
nice.
And the other.
I love the heels. This is such a good. This is an outfit from the game. Like I got this outfit from the beta, not the beta, the demo for Stellar Blade 1. I picked it especially from the demo because I thought it looked so fucking cute, and then they had it made in time for the release of the game. I love Stellar Blade. It's a really, really good game. I'm super looking forward to the sequel. I probably will get fan art of myself wearing Eevee's new outfit in the new game. But that's for later, obviously. Anyway, let's get back to this.
Games. So right now, this seems to be the case. Right now, this has gotten almost one.
But yeah,
And
this guy, this Jerome Benzadone, it just got accepted into Shift Up. He is new. They're always in like positions of power, like heads of departments or CEOs or CCOs. They never come in as like, oh, they're just like a junior programmer, or oh, I'm the janitor or something like that. They come in and they're already immediately have their hands on the controls, and they're gonna be telling people what to do, what they can and can't do. Why? You think with at least like a track records that these people have, that they would at least be like, okay, we'll let you work with this because you have experience with it, but we're not gonna let you make big decisions. You answer to us, not the other way around. Nope. Let's just give them the fucking reins and let's see how it goes.
Games. So right now, this seems to be the case. Right now, this has gotten almost 1 million views.
Very
Right? Currently
$50
850k views, and there's a lot of skepticism from a lot of players who love
I love the latter
Nikke
portion.
or Stellar
So
Blade
good.
or any of the other franchise made by Shift Up as a whole, because there are some
Oh yeah, he's French on top
profile
of
being
everything.
dubbed out,
That
and
doesn't
apparently
help.
this guy, it seems like he is going to be someone that has been focusing on.
Yeah. Okay, let's just read his profile. About 20 years of communications expertise in the video game industry, collaborating with major, including Sony. That's a red flag to begin with. Ubisoft, another red flag. THQ is okay. Expert in crafting, executing international, blah blah blah. EMEA, management skills, hiring, managing, coaching, developing teams, proficient in both product and corporate communication. Focus on DE&I. The diversity, equity, and inclusivity. The thing that's been basically ergo affirmative action, ergo what's been ruining entertainment for the past 10 plus years.
DEI. You can see right here, this is going to be, I believe, his LinkedIn or something, right?
All the fugly game characters, all the poor design because they have to focus on putting the message. The Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, the Veil Guards, the Concords. All of it was made under the banner of this disgusting little acronym.
20 years of communications expertise in the video game industry, collaborating with major international companies.
It's kind of how it is because it is with Bethesda. It doesn't take shit from Bethesda or ZeniMax.
Like Sony,
Like, are the ones ruining it? I mean, I don't know.
PlayStation, Ubisoft, THQ, alright, management skills, hiring, managing, coaching, and of course,
I'm pretty sure they invaded you at
both
some
product
point
and corporate
too.
communications.
It's Europe.
Focus
They invaded
on
everybody at some point.
DE&I.
Everybody invaded somebody else at some point.
As gamers, DI is something that's been shoved down your throat for the longest time ever. Whether you like it or
Oh my
not,
god, I was
your
worried
will.
that Guitar Rock might have taken, like, I don't know, the woke pill or whatever. Okay, he's still kind of base. Good for him.
And I'm sure some of you guys have felt this way, right? If you play any of these Western games, that's going to be something that you feel along the lines, right? So that's why
Guitar Rock
some of us
primarily focuses on, like, gacha games in particular, so, Red's recognition. I mean, there is that, like, that stereotype that French are very good at, like, retreating and surrendering to the enemy and all that. I don't really buy that. There's some really good historical examples of France, like, holding the line and being really, really brave soldiers. But, you know, it's hard to throw off a reputation. Usually it's at least based somewhat in truth. And I'm talking about, like, you know, the old French. Like, you know, I'm talking like World War I era and World War II. Modern French, though, they're kind of going back to their old ways of, like, this throwing down their arms and just, like, leaving the door wide open and then asking their invader, like, would you like tea with this, with your conquering of our nation? Well, just letting them in. We know what that's about.
to play, games from Korea, games from Japan, right, and games from China specifically, right?
It is Doom, and they won't
those
take
games
shit.
usually...
They won't take shit outside shit and interfere with Doom. I mean, that's true, but weren't they also, like, didn't they get like a lot of firings recently? Because of because they're part of Microsoft, right? They also suffered from being fired a lot recently. A lot of firings. And they don't deserve it because like Dark Ages was good. They actually have good like there are some companies that actually do deserve to like get cuts. Yeah, the Xbox layoffs, yes. The recent one I can think of is like Bungie, and because of how badly Bungie and Halo Studios, they both have recently got big layoffs because like again they release bad products. Marathon and the Campaign Evolved, like those are deserved layoffs. But then there's like occasionally you'll hear of a studio that didn't do anything wrong and then they get hit with a layoff too. And id, for example, there was that studio that made that one character action game with the guy with like a robot arm, and he was like a rock and roll kind of game. I forgot the name of that studio, but they got laid offs too, and like they didn't deserve it. That game was like a slam dunk, but then they got hit with layoffs for like for a certain reason. Yeah, 343 fucking sucks. Also, Scotty, what are you doing? You're detonating them. It's Halo Studios now. Don't be a bigot.
Agenda being shoved down towards you, right, as a player. So that's going to be one aspect that I can see why players are definitely pushing up against this. I was checking up this guy's profile as well last night, and it seems like he has been, generally promoting
Scotty's base.
The games
unintentionally.
that are, I would say, more woke, right? Generally, God of War Luffy. He's a big fan of God of War.
Oh boy.
Marathon.
Oh my god. He was. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't know about this. This is the first time I've seen this video. So not only is he a DEI expert, but he's fucking jerking it off to like all the big games that everyone is like really concerned about. God of War Lofre.
He's a big fan of God of War Luffy. Okay.
God of War Luffy.
Marathon.
The Marathon. Oh my god. He's praising it in French too.
Oh, shit. Okay, what did he say, guys? He saw Marathon.
He likes it. He likes Marathon.
And he's like, okay, this is the best game ever.
Like, oh my
to
god.
Be savored with the sound turn all the way up.
Oh my god, it's so good. Okay, that's I didn't even know about that. So not only is he a DEI show in the background, but he's also a show up front and in person. He's one of the people like desperately trying to add his voice to the overwhelming negativity that a lot of these games are deservedly getting. The Marathons, the Lofrays, all these other games are coming out. Oh my god. So he's basically a gay normie. Base of the base. You all need to get. Okay, someone needs to make a base sticker, like similar to the good boys sticker. But it just needs to say base. But it also needs to be like girly. I want it like pink with rainbows on it, and just as base. Somebody get on that.
Because this person is definitely from PlayStation back then, so I can understand that all those games that were shown
a badge. Yeah, I want to make a badge out of that.
Titles, right? However, you can see right now, this drama has been blowing up on Twitter right now.
But it needs to be like pink, girly. It needs to have like a rainbow and a unicorn on it.
And everybody is basically calling him out, and
he was a big fan of Concord.
Skepticism about him joining Shift Up as a whole. He was a big fan of Concord. Oh my god, Concord, man.
It's part of the joke, but also
so
I do like.
Right here,
I do like.
He even tweeted out about Concord,
like unironically,
which is going to be a game that spends 300 million.
It's also have to have be a bad driver.
EOS died a couple
what do you
of
mean?
years after, right? Now there's a lot of valid complaints that's coming out regarding this particular.
And yeah, so this is another thing I did know about. He had DEI in his DEI and ESG in his LinkedIn profile. I need to get a LinkedIn what do they call it? Oh shit. Oh fuck, what's it called? Side scrollers. Blabs has like a secret LinkedIn account that she uses to like look at other people. I think its name is like Javier Garcia or something like that. So, like it's like super aggressively Mexican as like her LinkedIn account, and she uses it to like spy on other people's LinkedIn accounts. Like again, like our good old friend Jerome here. I need to do that. I need to make a LinkedIn account that I can use like separate from like my real stuff, so I can like properly like peek in on all these things and like keep an eye on people's backgrounds and all that. Because like again, like this is something I could have found out on my own. Like he had DEI and ESG in his profile. Like he was very proudly and loudly saying like he agreed with this stuff, but now after he joined Shift Up, the base studio, now he's like, what are you talking about? I'm not into that. Look at my LinkedIn. I'm just a pencil pusher. I just focus on communication. So I'm nobody. Don't worry about me. Please leave me alone.
Issue you can see all
Don't
over
tell-
the place
don't
right
tell my
now,
boss.
right? It seems like after the recent fiasco that's happening on
Somewhere allegedly the DI in his LinkedIn is referring to his school he went to. I mean, if it's something that he had to learn in school, that's not really his fault, because like I myself had like classes where like I was kind of forced, like that kind of shit ideology was shoved down my throat as well when I was in university. That being said, your LinkedIn is your LinkedIn. You put whatever you want on that yourself. If you are not proud of that, why would you put it on your profile? Unless you agree with it, which school's acronym is DEI.
right
Then
now.
why do you get rid of it? Also, it says like developing team and focusing on DE&I. That doesn't sound like a sentence like where he's talking about a school. It sounds like he's talking about like the terminology / practice. Just saying.
now, he has changed his profile apparently, right? So that's going to be what it is before and after. Basically completely switch up.
And yeah, someone here is like this could be a positive sign. Like he's realizing that, hey, maybe I should not be touting this kind of bullshit. And like again, he also removed it. So I think
To a head of
allegation. Yeah, like it's just like a theory basically. It's also not necessarily your theory. You're just voicing it, which like again I appreciate too.
global communications at Shift Up, and you can see the focus on DI has been removed. It seems like, I'm not sure, right? So this is going to be what the profile seems to be, right? This honestly could be a positive sign. Maybe he just put it on there.
The fun projects within PlayStation, but like how you write experience with computer software and engineering in your resume, so that I just sit on the PC all day. Yeah, I mean it's a possibility, but like with our current day and what we've been putting up with for like the past like couple years, it's really hard to like just take that at face value. Like, oh, he was just lying on the resume so he can get a job. A lot of these people are like truly ideologically captured and they 100% believe in it. And like again, we saw him. He was like toting and celebrating God of War Leaf and Marathon. And God of War Leaf, that trailer came out like what, like a month or two ago? Not that long ago. And he was like, yeah, yes, queen, slay. Like he was like yucking it up with him. So I don't really buy that he isn't that he isn't part of this movement, that he doesn't agree with it 100%. He's just like a little like more subtle about it. Also, okay, Templar, hope you have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. And here you go. Yes, a good night. Mwah. Thank you. Hope you have a good one. Alright.
Holy moly, the memes are all over the internet. They updated her character design to be better. I for one will now buy this game. If you guys are not aware, this is going to be Stellar Blade Blood Rain. And apparently
oh my god. Okay, I got like legitimately scared there for a second. Like, oh my god, like did they actually like change her face or something to make her look older? Because like that's something like they might subtly change, and I'd be really upset if they did that. But no, it's just oh my god, that AI is getting really good. That actually looks like legitimately very similar to the original in terms of like the texture quality and all that. It's the homies good night, of course, not gay, as we all know.
Ooh, if we get like a wheelchair character, damn, that'll be.
This is another thing. Like I'm not gonna go into my fantasy or sci-fi wheelchair rant. Not right now.
Crazy, right? Hopefully that's not going to be the case, right? Hopefully the upcoming Stellar Blade is going to remain untouched. Why do you have to ruin everything for us? I'm a person of color myself, and I don't want to see any DI
Maybe something now
and
you
LGBTQ
did. Where
content
is
in
it?
any game or any Shift Up game.
Let's see if it's in
Why
the
do you keep pushing it
in
everywhere?
the server
Because
somewhere.
it matters to them, and they
Discord.
really,
Oh,
really
no.
want this in every single game. And I feel like, again,
There's
I'm
a
not
lot of
trying
stuff
to,
you guys are sending me.
single out this particular person, but usually like it takes one to become two,
What the fuck
to
is
become
this?
three, and then it's just a matter of time that the entire studio is slowly infected with those
Hold on, I wanna see this really quickly. Okay, then clearly I'm not on like any of my bad pages. What is this? Hold on, wait. What's that? Oh no. Oh no. That's too good. That's too fucking good. Oh my god. There's already been a lot of like memes about like Black Snape in the new oh my god, and also I think Templar found this before they showed it to us. Wow, damn Templar, good on you. But there's been a lot of memes of Black Snape. My favorite one is the fire alarm bleep. Like, god damn it. Like Hermione's like, but sir, like it would be really easy, just like it's really distracting. Like, are you insulting me, Miss Granger? But like, if you really easy to change, just use a spell. It's like 100 points from Gryffindor. God damn it. I need to find that meme. Someone else find it for me, please. Okay, suggestions. Oh my god. thank you. Thank you, thank you, Scotty. Appreciate it. That's really cute. I will say, however, I appreciate the thought, but I would prefer if you guys didn't use AI for any of my stuff. I think it's even in the rule set. I'd rather you guys not use AI for using any of my branding, like revolving me or any of my symbols. Like I might change my stance on that, but as of right now, I appreciate if you wouldn't do that. Like again, like I appreciate the thought. I really appreciate it. Like I'm not mad at you, Scotty, or anything. I just want to like let you know if in case you weren't aware of the role. But again, I appreciate the thought. I really do. I'd rather have something like silly, like the good boy sticker, which I think I have it. Yeah, like something like this. You know, like just for funsies, you know? Why not? Anyway, thank you. Who put that up? TOA? I think Scotty recommended it though, so thanks to the two of you. Thank you. Good skit. Again, like the more things change, the more they stay the same. This is true. This is even truer now, all these years later, and
things, right?
They were not willing to look at themselves in the mirror. In fact, I'm pretty sure if you were to show that to one of those kind of people, like good old Bobby or whatever, the guy who made the Bros movie, if you were to show him that skit, he probably would like throw a tantrum and call you all sorts of slurs and call you a bigot and yada yada for pointing all that shit out to him. Again, that's just how they are. So what's that, Hoppy?
And
if you have a link that you want me to see, put in the server. Right? I rather not click on anything that's on the. I can't click on it actually. If I click on it, it's gonna open on my other PC, which is not. I can't show it to you guys. If you want me to show anything.
To be how it is that happened with some Japanese studios as well. You know, if you guys have been following the news, I think Fire Emblem series has kind of a big controversy.
Yeah, like you killed Tony. Now you're gonna kill another good game. How you like fucking Concord? I was a smash it. You need the not to Nicky or any shit that games. Why do you keep pushing us? Say that I love fan service, hot video. Yeah, like that's actually a pretty good point. State it. I love fan service, hot video game girls. Would never censor them. Allow the devs to make them as sexy as possible for the male gaze. If he wants people to like accept him, he needs to just come out and say something like this. Like maybe not like this exactly, but he just needs to say like I have no intention of stepping on the feet or like getting in the way of the artist's vision. I'm just here for communications and busy work, essentially. So it was a dodo break. Okay. Yeah, like so, but he's not gonna do that, obviously, because that would be appeasing to the chuds, and we can't have that.
Despite being a Japanese game, right? Now, right now, some of the response kind of Japanese studios as well slowly infected with those things, right? And that's going to be how it is that happened with some Japanese studios as well. You know, if you guys have been following the news, I think Fire Emblem series has kind of a big controversy, despite being a
Fire Emblem. We're not talking about it today, but Fire Emblem recently revealed in one of the trailers that they're gonna have like the whole body type A and body type B bullshit, rather than just pick the fucking character you want to play as a male or female. To be fair, I think even all the way back in Awakening, it didn't they didn't call it body type A or body type B. They just said pick your form, and then it showed like male Robin and female Robin all the way back in Awakening. This is like 2013. So like there's a way to do it without like doing the whole A and B type, but still it's annoying. Also, like a lot of the times like the whole body type is just it's literally just window God damn it. Sorry, I keep burping. It's literally just window dressing. My favorite example is Lincoln. But my favorite example is Elden Ring. Everyone loves Elden Ring. It was like the biggest game in the past like 10 years or so. Came out 2022, so yeah, 10 years. It has body type A and body type B bullshit. However, when you actually play the game, your characters will refer to you as your gender. If you pick the male body type B or whatever, they'll call you he, him, his, whatever. If you pick the girl, they'll call you she, her, she, her, and all that, all the nonsense. So it's literally just bullshit window dressing to like appeal to like the lowest common denominator at out the front gates. But by the time you get into the game proper, it doesn't matter. You're a boy or you're a girl. Period. In that game, there's no theys, there's no thems. It's male, it's female, it's he or her. That's it. Elden Ring is like that. Vanilla Elden Ring without mods. The only thing that they had to put the body type A and B at the very beginning of the game because current year. even though they're a Japanese studio. Starfield is definitely Starfield is a different fucking beast. But that's a bad game, whereas Elden Ring's a good game. So, you know. The good game was like at least like they were just like, you know, hand waving towards the weirdos, like yeah sure, we'll acknowledge you. But then when they actually got into the nitty gritty of it, they didn't matter. But still, it's annoying. Like when you're able to make your own. Yeah, like I like when you can make your own character, but I also want to be able to like name like say that my character's a guy or a girl, like just out the gates, and just let me just do that.
Japanese game, right? Now, right now, some of the response from the players you can see might be.
Maybe we're dramatic and reactionary response, but after finding out Shift Up hired the guy, I'm suddenly a lot more hesitant to spend money on Nikkei because I'm confident. That's C-Slow from Nikkei, by the way. Confident reaches future direction. Now I'm not so sure for the future. I guess we can only wait and see. Yeah, like there's not much we can do at this point. Also, thank you for the redeem too. Here you go. Thank you. But yeah, at this point we can't do much. Like I don't spend money on Nikkei. I'm probably still gonna buy Blood Rain when it first comes out. I don't think this guy can change too much as of right now. Also, you did 2 redeems. I just saw that. One on Kick and one on Discord. Okay, or on Twitch. There we go. 2 kisses there. Multi-dimensional kisses. Thank you. Which is so sad because I really hope they do justice to is that Fallout 5 or playing as Kanye West in Elden Ring. Oh my god. I mean, I bet it. There was so many fucking bullshit those. Yeah, Fallout 5. Yeah, I have no hope for Fallout 5, Scotty. I'm sorry. Like after Starfield, I have no hope for Fallout 5 or anything from Bethesda. I pre-ordered Starfield. I pre-ordered the special edition. That is like my big. I've said it multiple times. Maybe not while you were here, but I've said multiple times that Starfield was my biggest buyer's remorse I've ever felt for anything ever. Never before for any other video game or product or anything I've ever purchased before have I ever felt the same amount of buyer's remorse as I did for Starfield. And I bought it from like a code site too, so I can't return it. Even though I only played like what 2, like I was like under the 2-hour mark because I was just that bored of it. I streamed it and everything. That VOD's long gone now, but like I fucking hated it. It was not fun. I did not enjoy Starfield the entire time. I was just like, this looks bad. Like I'm not being gripped. Like I was expecting Fallout in space, and like it wasn't. It just wasn't. So yeah, I just I really I have no faith in Bethesda these days. I will not buy whatever they come out with next, whether it's like Fallout 5 or whatever, on launch. I will wait and see, and I imagine I'm gonna find out within a week or two that it is more of the same, more of the broken promises and the broken dreams of, you know, Bethesda long gone. I hope I'm wrong, and I will come to the party late, but I hope there's a party gonna happen in the first place, because I imagine it's gonna be very similar to Starfield, where it's just like, it's just not gonna be worth it. Ash just getting on Todd Howard's ass though. Yeah, that we did talk about that a little bit a few weeks back, where it's like they're kind of getting on his case. Obsidian is now allowed to make a Fallout game, but Obsidian has their own problems, so that's not really a good thing either. The one good thing about that is that at least there's competition. Now they're gonna be forced to be like, okay, there are gonna be 2 Fallouts coming out, either like a New Vegas sequel and like Fallout 5. Which one are people gonna want to like more? Which one is gonna be better? So they're gonna actually have to compete to garner the attention and affection of the fan base that already hates both of them. So hopefully that might be the kick in the pants they need to do something worthwhile. I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of up in the air at this point in time, but we'll see.
An over dramatic and
Yeah,
reactionary
Todd needs a fucking, I don't know, flogging or something to like, get him on track.
response, but after finding out Shift Up hired that guy, the implore you to
Gain sensitive setup as a whole was sent dismissed by my DMs, and upon looking it up, setup hired a DEI specialist, assistant secretary. Oh my god. Way to reverse this hire and terminate Jerome. Like, people are like already calling out, like, fire this bozo. The Jerome Benson from the company. If you have any self-respect as well as respect for creativity and expression, you would be wise to get rid of this man. If he remains, I fear your company will be subject to censorship, DEI, well, culture, and ultimately low sales. This man has worked for PlayStation, Ubisoft, and THQ in the past, and look at those companies now. THQ is dead. THQ Nordic doesn't count. Well, THQ fell because of like, not because of DEI, it fell because of like bad business practices. It wasn't a DEI thing. There's a difference. Because even when THQ fell, like the games that they had made up until the end, I still like them. They had made Darksiders like right before they went down, and I love Darksiders. I'm like the only person who likes that game. Ubisoft is severe debt. Ubisoft, but of course we all know about Ubisoft and PlayStation, how terrible they are. Over and over. Please wait. Like if you guys have like information about THQ's like bad habits, like tell me, please. But from what I remember before they became THQ Nordic, they were actually pretty alright. Because THQ was like, they made like SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, and like that was like, again, they made a lot of my childhood games, including like a lot of like movie tie-in games. Pretty good though, I thought. Yeah, like I think THQ is fine. But you know, but the other parts of this guy's point, like, you know, I agree with. Just the THQ thing is like, I mean, like, yeah, they went under, but it was more because of like bad marketing and bad business decisions rather than like malicious DEI bullshit. THQ wrestling games were peak. Yeah, like again, they made some good stuff back in like the early 2000s, 2010s. So I don't know. I don't hate THQ. Like, I can agree that they might have made mistakes, but nothing malicious like Ubisoft or PlayStation. They're just not on the same par. At least for me. But again, like if you guys know something that I don't, like, let me know. Like, I've been covering or like at least paying more attention to like video game drama for at least like I don't want to say like 3-4 years now, and THQ has never come up as like a bad actor, so I think they're okay, unless but I'm willing to be proven wrong.
Like if you are a big fan of Shift Up and all curse, might be actually because of
Persona Source is taking fat. Yeah, because I always say that Persona is bending the knee to the fucking Wokies and all that. Shift Up has been kind of like the one remaining like light in the dark lately. And if they let this guy stay in, like, Oh, this is concerning.
Okay, to be fair, the persona has nothing to do with this guy, right? This guy has not yet joined back then, so we can't really blame the no kick, especially for the
I
persona.
will say the persona thing is more because of like Sega and Atlas's involvement. They're the ones who are actively trying to censor their games moving forward, and they're the ones who are half of this collab, the Persona collab. We already talked about this last week of how like I hate this collab. I hate how they're censoring the characters, how fucking upsetting it is. To be fair, it's not really their fault. Oh my god, his characters are level 690. Nice. My characters are like 450, so I'm way behind. Anyway, the point is like that's not really anything doing with this guy, because that's more Atlas. But Shift Up really should know, like, hey, these people are actively censoring themselves. Why are you doing a partnership with them? If they're not, if you go to a potential partner for a collab, and then you ask big booty physics, and they say no, hang up right there. Just hang up. Don't if they're not all in on like the main fucking aspect of your video game, why are you even talking to them? It doesn't even make sense. Like that should be like the first things out of your mouth. Like, can we make these characters super sexy and have their asses shaking on screen? If the answer is no, don't even talk to them. What are you doing, Shift Up? I don't care if Persona is still very profitable. It's not worth it. It's not it doesn't fit with your brand. Lost millions on the crappy UDraw tablet and bad investments. Okay, so like yeah, it's just bad like business decisions. It's not really malicious and intent like coming back to bite them. Like again, the Sonys and the Ubisofts. Black and Banu. I know, I'm trying to fix the bottom physics. I wonder if I could add like physics to this drawing here. I don't know if there's a way I could do that. I imagine you could probably do it with AI, but like it'd be kind of funny if I could shake it and then my ass starts jiggling. There's probably a way I could like fix that, or maybe like something that doesn't use AI. I don't know. We'll see.
On him, right? I get it that some players are still salty regarding the collect.
Still salty. I'm very salty about this guitar.
Characters like having like 0 cake.
I still like you. You're kind of stupid.
Some of the character like, what the heck is this, right? Flat.
Look at that. Okay, look at this. Look at this shit. Compare my ass to this poor girl.
Like having like 0 cake in some of the character, like what the heck is this, right? Flat as heck. But I get it, right? That's like a
You saw how there was like no jiggle there as well? Like it's flattened above his chest. And that's pretty fucking flat. This is what Shift Up, like this design is based on a costume from Shift Up. This is a Shift Up design. It is based on what they do. I was very adamant with my artist for this drawing that I wanted to give that Shift Up appeal. But this is a Shift Up character
some of the
now.
character, like what the heck is this, right? Flat.
This is a Shift Up character. My shitty little fan art that I paid like $100 for is more accurate to Shift Up design works than this from an official Shift Up game and event. That is incredibly damning.
As heck, but I get it, right? That's like a separate topic.
No, Raze, no, it's nice fan art. Good. You should love it.
You know, this person is leaning it towards the Persona curse as well, and this is going to be where I think it's going to be a kind of a fair statement. If you are like me, you played both Nikke and Blue Archive, right? So after the recent Blue Archive fiasco, I'm skeptical of any recent hiring like this and not hearing much.
And yeah, the Blue Archive thing was where they hired another guy, a guy from EA, and then like 5-6 months later, they're getting rid of like Spark, and they're like they're reworking the gacha system to make it basically worse for everyone involved. Yeah, they hired the people behind Blue Archive, Nexon. They hired an old EA CCO, I believe, or exec, or whatever. I forgot what his official position was. But again, 6 months later, They introduce anti-consumer practices into the game. Yay! And so now they're hiring this bozo. Who's to say 6 months from now, oh, by the way, we're toning down Eevee's design for the upcoming Blood Rain game. We just thought it wouldn't really fit, you know, like our modern take on game design. I hope you guys understand. I think we can all agree that this is better for the future. That's the sad part about this. Like, we're probably not gonna see the ramifications of this, if there are gonna be any. Like, again, he might know his place and keep his mouth shut, this Jerome fucker. Or 6 months from now, we're gonna see a radical change in game design. And I remember last night I was bitching. Scarlet. I was bitching about this. Scarlet's new alt form. Oh, shut up. And I remember, like, and all I could think about was this fucker coming in, this DEI specialist. And then last night, I saw this as Scarlet's new form in Nikkei. This is a Nikkei character design. What the fuck? She's supposed to be lithe and hot and cool. And, like, again, this is what she used to look like. These are her old designs, and this is her new design. She's supposed to be more powerful now in the lore. Like, I'm still, like, kind of, like, coping. I hope I hope it's not just cope, but I'm hoping that this armor will come off at some point. Like, this is just, like, for cutscenes and things like that. But eventually, she'll look more like this or like this. But as of right now, I'm concerned. Like, I saw this, and I immediately thought of this bozo. So, like, is his influence already, like, coming in? It looks cool. It looks cool, but it doesn't look like Scarlet. This is Scarlet. This is her original design. This is official art right here. It's just blurry. Like, she used to be the lithe and fast and sexy swordswoman, but now she's just like a bulky, like, this. It looks way too fucking bulky. Like, I don't mind, like, the cyber samurai look. Like, it actually could look kind of cool, but it doesn't fit with Nikkei. Like, where is the sex appeal? Like, where is it? I don't even know what Nikkei is. Hope we're good. Oh my god, of course this is Reddit. We're gonna get some Reddit fucking opinions. Sky's new alt. Top character designs. God. I thought Sky looked alright originally, a bit more over-sexualized, but really good design as well. All that was a dad of mine. It's a surprise little broke one, me at least. Oh my god, of course these fuckers like it. This is fucking Reddit. Also, sorry, how do I turn this? There. I don't have a Reddit account, obviously. Looks clean and badass with a red way. I'm like, anyone can read, I can tell you. Of course, like, all these fucking retards are like, oh, this is good, actually. Sneakers. Yeah, I hope they fix the design. Yeah, of course all these guys are loving it. Yeah, of course the fucking retards in Reddit love it. I saw another thread where most people were against it, but these, of course, they like it. Let's see, what are people on X saying? Oh, excuse me. It makes it look a little off. Yeah, like, again, on top of it is, like, her tiny face combined with, like, the big bulky armor. It just doesn't fit. It just looks goofy on top of everything. Good, Neeson's waking. Just facing her on, making her jacket be open did wonders for her. Metallic armor beneath the clothing. black. No, it needs to like cut off like tons of it for it to be even worth. Wow, it's way too bulky. I feel like this makes sense. She looks like she's got the beam. She looks like she's weighed down by a ton of armor. This is not right. Does me is really lucky, you know, except I mostly slow speed. Yeah, I hope it does something like this. Like it blows off whenever she goes into combat properly. And like again, like at least people on Axe are like acknowledging like her whole thing was that she's supposed to be fast, and it just feels like they're like removing the sex appeal, and I do not like it. I can't do the Helldiver socks. Fair enough. Yeah, the Helldiver socks is fucking bullshit. Sarah Kagura, that type shit. Like that would like if they did something like that, then I can kind of get behind it. But as of right now, I do not like the design. And like he just got hired, so obviously he didn't have a effect on Scarlett's design. But if that is how she looks, and like that is actually legitimately how she's supposed to look, like they basically just get rid of all her sex appeal. Then that just tells me that Shift Up are really leaning into like making their gains more sanitary moving forward, like in general. And I do not like that. I do not want that. It's just fucking bullshit. And that's like maybe that's why they're willing to hire a guy like this. Like maybe we do need to dip into like that DEI mentality. And the fact that there's so many people are not pushing back against it, who are saying like, actually, I kind of like it, TOA. That's not good. I'm sorry, but it's not. It's it's concerning that nobody's like is willing to question it. I don't know. It's just like you're allowed to like it, but at the same time, it's like it's just so antithetical to who she was before, as well as it's antithetical to the game itself, which is always about, you know, sex appeal and like, you know, shaking asses and all that. Like, I do not want Nikkei to like become more conservative. Like, if they're gonna cover up Scarlet, who's to say they're gonna not gonna cover up Rappy or Neon or Anise or anyone else? Who's to say that by the end of like 3 years from now, everyone's gonna be wearing burqas? Because like she's about as covered up as a woman in a burqa. Just saying, the only thing that's missing is the covering up her face. Bottom foot liquor with this. I'm mostly playing with you, TOA. Like again, you're allowed to like the design, but like I really, really don't. Especially with all the, it just screams to me like censorship, but like they're trying to like, but it's cool censorship. So like it's okay, guys. Like you're okay with it, right? Like you'll accept it. You're not gonna question it, right? That's all I see. It's just like censorship with like with a pretty wrapping, so like people are less likely to question it. I don't like it.
Good about.
Yeah, Saudis have a lot of stock in the company. I don't think they do, but also the Saudis like to make money, and they think the game is making money while being having sex appeal. Then they'll let it continue having sex appeal. They just won't allow it in their country.
Him so far. If in the distant future, Nikkei starts making some bad and anti-consumer decisions, might have to check back here. I hope this pessimism is unfounded. So again, for those of you who are not aware with Blue Archive, this is a there is.
Yeah, the Blue Archive thing. Yeah, the EA exec Patrick. Yes, Patrick Soldland. That's the guy who went to Blue Archive, and he's just recapping that event. Israel will cover the company's global communications and campaigns, including its major gains with Silva and Nikkei. Yeah, so like we'll see what happens. That's basically the end of that story. But all we can really hope is that hopefully, he won't have like too much sway in all this. Let me put this back. Anyway, yeah, that's it for that story. Also, we're like 2 hours, 2 hours, like 45 minutes left, and we're not even done. Okay, let's try to speed things up a little bit. I don't know if we're gonna get over this because, like, I wanna let's keep it a little lighter tonight. points left anyway. I know, I'm sorry. What are we gonna talk about? Yeah, we're not fucking gonna talk about that. Let's stick to like game stuff. Stuff that matters the most. Yeah, like that was like Hassan being a fucking scumbag, doing the like singing the I Am Charlie Kirk thing, which has become like the new craze within like the psycho wokey left part of the internet. You know, like make fun of a dead man. You know, like normal, totally not unhinged behavior like they often do. Of course. That's how it is. And this is the other thing. You guys have probably heard about this. The Lindsay Clancy case. How this woman is who killed her children, and now a bunch of like TikTok wine moms are coming to her defense, saying it was the father's fault. Like, how dare he step out of the house for an hour to pick up medication and pick up food, because that's what he was doing. He was getting food for the family and medication for her. But he should have stayed there. She was clearly not in control of herself. Like, does she know she's a woman? She doesn't have any agency. She can't be held accountable for her actions. Even though like her ex-husband is actually in her favor, saying, because like she has already been convicted. Like, it's already been confirmed that she did it. She did the deed. It is her fault. It is her responsibility. She killed her children. Due to like extreme postpartum depression, as well as it was a combination of like postpartum depression and I think it was like schizophrenia as well. There's the trial is still ongoing, but basically the trial is only to decide whether she is criminally liable, or is she gonna be able to plea for leniency by way of insanity plea. Like, they already know she did it. Like, her lawyer is on record saying she knows she did it. We know she did it. Like, she killed her children. Her lawyer, the person representing her legal team, said it verbatim. She killed her children. Period. It is not up for debate. The only trial left over is whether she's going to be sent to jail or a mental institution. That is all that's left. But of course we have all the like the fucking TikTok moms
up against is
coming to her aid. Like, if a freak like this is defending you online, then you did something very, very wrong. And she did something very, very wrong. Again, it's mostly like TikTok moms and fucking weirdos. I remember there was like I don't know if it's in this video.
getting a social.
Oh yeah, there was like a freaking conga line of like these fucking whores. I can't even think of like a better word for it. Whores, like cheering her on as she's coming in to the courthouse, and then they're picketing outside the courthouse. Another profile case with the most retarded people out in the front, basically demanding justice not be done, essentially. TikTok true crime moms. Yeah, that's what a lot of people have been calling them. The true crime feminists, true crime moms, whatever you want to call them. Heard about this actually. It's a really sad case. Gotti, especially as someone like you're a father. This is like a nightmare scenario for someone like you. Long story short, she was suffering from postpartum depression after their second or third child. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was 3 children. She was going in and out of it. She was getting help. Like, she was seeing a therapist, she was seeing a psychiatrist, and she lied. 3 children? Okay. And she lied to her therapist, saying like, I'm fine, I'm not getting suicidal thoughts anymore. I'm not having thoughts about harming my children or anything like that. And they were like giving her medication. They're kind of arguing like whether she was over medicated, which can be a thing. Like, they might have given her too many drugs, and it might have like made her even more irrational. Because the way she described it, I recommend this video in particular from The Dadvocate. This guy, she's a great YouTuber, by the way. She often goes over like onto TikTok and like calling out like rabid feminists and things like that. She's a cool gal. I like her. But she doesn't really. It's like a 40-minute video. We don't have time to go through that. But she goes pretty into depth of like the entire elements of the case and what happened. But basically, you like the yeah, the Advocate's great. I love her too. Actually, I'm not subscribed to her. I should probably be. But yeah, she basically what happened to the lady. She was convinced that she needed to die, but for her to die, she needs to kill the children first. Like, she heard a voice, like, telling her to... Again, this is, like, from her point of view. She said that she heard like, a deep masculine voice telling her to kill her children and then kill herself. So she did, and then she jumped out a window after slitting her wrist. She miraculously survived. It was, like, a 2 or 3 story drop. I can't remember exactly. 2 boys and 1 girl. Yeah, again, she choked out her children with like a, what was it called, an exercising wrap, an exercising wrap, like the kind you like do to like, you know, like stretch out your muscles. You pull on it and like it's like an elastic band. She choked all her children out, one at a time. One of them survived a little bit, but they died at the hospital later. I can't remember which one it was. Sorry. And then after she, you know, did the deed to all her kids, she then, again, slit her wrist, jumped out a window. Her husband found her. This guy, he found her outside bleeding. And, like, again, like, I feel so bad for this man. Like, if I was him, my first thought would have been, oh my god, my family has been attacked. And like that, you would think like that is the worst possible thing that could happen, right? But then you find out that it's just even worse. No, your family wasn't attacked, dude. Your wife killed your family. Like that, like if it, like you think it could, you think the worst thing happened, but then no, it's even worse, my guy. I'm so sorry. And then he goes in and he finds, and then he realizes that no, she did this. And it's like, God, I feel so bad for this man. And so like he goes through all that, all the pain of that, all like seeing his children, murdered, and then finding out that his wife did it in an episode. And again, like this guy is like a fucking saint. Like he's insistent that like she should be in an institution. He doesn't want to see her go to jail. He's on the side of sending her to a mental institution. Like he wants them to be lenient with her. This guy's a fucking saint. Whereas, like, if I was in his suits, goddamn, like, I don't know what I would do. I don't think I could be as patient as him, or as like lenient, or as like gracious as he is. Anyway, like he goes through all that, and now he has like all these fucking TikTok true crime wine moms. Fucking fake ass Kiss wannabe sluts coming on, and all of them are screaming and shouting like, no, you did it, this is your fault, you killed your children, it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you. Like, how this dude is like going through the worst fucking time of his life. Like it, like, I mean, no, like the worst time of his life was that day, but like this isn't helping. Obviously this is just adding on to that, like to go through all that, and then you have like creatures like this screeching at you that no, this is your fault, that this wouldn't have happened if you had done better. I feel so sorry for this poor man. That's the basic gist of it, and I kind of just said exactly what I wanted to say. I didn't want to like spend too much time on this. Again, I really recommend you go watch the Advocate's video of it. It's very thorough. It goes through all the evidence. She did it, like, period. It was her fault. Like I said, the only thing left now is to decide whether or not she's going to prison or to a psychiatric facility. It's one way or the other. They've already confirmed and decided that she is the perpetrator. So no matter what these crazy ass wine true crime moms say, they're not gonna get her out of trouble. She already is deep in it. They're just screeching for their own pleasure, basically, at this point, for their own self-righteous just to like satisfy themselves, to tell themselves that they're the good guys, that they're doing the right thing of like fighting for the 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 safety of this poor innocent woman. Like that's why that's what they're doing now. That's all they're accomplishing at this point in time, and it's disgusting. It's god damn it. Like we often talk about, I've mentioned it before, like the male loneliness pandemic, and how like a lot of guys just don't want to a lot of guys have trouble like connecting with women. Honestly, with girls like this, you ain't missing much, guys. It seems like the vast majority of them, like, I don't want to believe it, but like an uncomfortable number of them are just not worth it. Like, if you are a guy and you want children, would you want to be with any of those crazy wine moms?
Leave.
Let me see, like, let's get like a few of these, a picture of them again. You saw them, like that crazy bitch with like the kiss makeup. Would you ever want to entrust like a future or your potential future children with a person like that, who is straight up just justifying the murder of 3 innocent children? And it's not even, God, let's not get into that. Like, would you ever want to like even associate with someone like that, let alone date and potentially stake your future on them? I wouldn't. So again, a lot of like, there's the whole male loneliness epidemic, and then there's like men going their own way craze. This is just another example as like why guys are like checking out. Like, why would they want to associate with people like that, women like that, who are just going to make it worse, who could justify something like that? And just it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Like, I can feel a sort of I can feel a semblance of pity towards that woman, the one who committed the crime, because again, she was going through a manic episode. I'm pretty much on the side that she was going through a manic episode, but the people defending her, they're just evil. Like, just plain fucking evil. And it's again, it's blackpilling. Like, it really fucking is. And I don't want to be like that, but I just see more and more of it every day. Anyway, is there something like more funny we can get into? Because that was a jury topic. Let's do this one, because this is a big topic recently. GTA then. Fall asleep. I'll see you later. Alright, Scotty, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Yeah, the 8-month-old died in hospital. Yeah, it's just, it's unfortunate. It's if at least one of them survived, you know, it would have been, I mean, it would still been awful, but you know, at least something would have happened, right? But okay, anyway, let's leave it there, because like that's a really dark topic, obviously. Anyway, moving on. This was a big story in the past couple of weeks. Mid-death autopilot. Yes, this was interesting. These are short videos, so let's just go through them and watch them all. Well, this might be our last topic. We'll see.
To Slop Live. Today's Slopic is once again about Grand Theft Auto 6. It was recently announced that they were going to do an extended gameplay look, releasing exclusively on Netflix. Basically,
yeah, first of all, that was a stupid idea. Like, you have to have a Netflix subscription just to see a fucking trailer, an ad. I get really angry when I look up a trailer on YouTube and I get an ad before it, because like, you're making me watch an ad before I can even watch the ad. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like first of all, this shouldn't be allowed, period. Like, if you're watching like an advertisement, you should just be able to watch it. Why does there have to be an ad before it? Even if it's something that like you are interested in. That's why they get away with it, right? Because like, well, we know you like this, so we're gonna give you an ad of something you don't want. And then this is like the next step after that. You have to pay to watch this ad.
Anyway,
Imagine if it shows up no gameplay, just pre-rendered cutscene. I wouldn't be surprised.
Way to milk more money out of people. And fans obviously weren't
It's not
too
out
happy.
yet, by the way, right? The Netflix trailer. I assume it's here in the trailer. No, it's not out. It comes out on the 27th. That's
On
still
Netflix.
a few days ago.
Basically, anyway, to milk
still
more
about a
money
week
out
from now.
of people. And fans obviously weren't too happy about this. Tweets like this saying, no disc, so you'll never own the game. €100 if you want all content. And now you need a Netflix subscription for an early look at gameplay, even if pre-orders have...
I mean, they are saying it is. Well, they say extended look. Extended look doesn't. That doesn't say gameplay. It says extended look. That could be a difference.
already started.
Pay-per-view
Truly
ad.
everything that's
Literally,
wrong
it's
with
just
gaming in 2020.
again, like, I wish more people had this mentality. Oh, yeah, 29k likes. I mean, I appreciate that, but we need more people like this. Like, again, I'm not interested in GTA, like, to begin with, but I am interested in, like, the fallout of it, as well as I'm just morbidly fascinated at how fucking retarded people are for the sake of, like the rings they will jump through to justify giving a multi-billion-dollar company their money.
6. Not only were people getting sick of Rockstar's antics, others were becoming desperate for literally any news, with posts like this saying GTA 6 appears in a new PlayStation commercial. Previously seen footage features new audio, including the sound of the trunk closing. Really glad we got to hear a car's trunk closing. Anyway, a massive gameplay
Again, these
leak
people
happened
are
today of multiple
like, there's people who get like really obsessed with like Half-Life details, like, because we've been waiting for Half-Life 3 for nearly 2 decades now, I think. Either it's been 2 decades or we're getting close to 2 decades. So like there's like videos of like people like counting like the tile. I remember there was like that cutscene, like somebody's like, how many tiles are in this room at like Black Mesa East? I think it's like Alex's bedroom. Like how many like individual floor tiles are in this room, because like they're just that desperate for content regarding Half-Life. That's funny in a sad way. This is funny and like an actually sad like you are literally being a sheep kind of way, where they're like, yeah, we got to hear the sound of a trunk closing. I can't just go outside and go to my car and slam my trunk and I can hear that any fucking day. No, I heard it in the video game. I heard it in Grand Theft Auto.
Trunk closing. Anyway, a massive gameplay leak happened today of multiple clips already being taken down by Rockstar on Twitter. The leaker
So yeah, now we have leaks coming
making the
out.
footage, telling people to buy their meme coin, as well as...
And here's the part that like kind of sours it. If this was being done purely because of like purely for the sake of like you know, goodness of their heart, like, you know, like Rockstar's is literally being like the corporate supervillain right now. And they were like deciding, you know what, we want, like, they said that they want Rockstar to give an apology, and I think another demand of theirs was like, you need to like promise that you're gonna release the game with like a proper true physical release of the game. Like those are like the like, I don't think those demands are ever gonna happen, but like those are like, you know, altruistic good things, right? However, now we have, but they're pushing like their fucking meme coin, their fucking crypto coin on top of everything. It's just like, really, dude? Really? And I think later on in one of these later videos, they did the math, and I think he made like 50 grand ish off of like this whole thing, because people are like giving him money. Basically he's like promising like, hey, I have like these tiers, if you give me enough money, I'll release another bit of leaked footage. And like, he has a lot of stuff. Like, it looks like credible footage. Like, I think one of the things that people saw was like, the game has a song from 2005, or no, 2025. So that lets them know that like, this is a pretty recent build of the game. Like, at most like a year old. It's a so like, this is pretty credible. And I think someone else later on, they had like a in-game footage of them with a gun. They spelt out like leak or something, like the name of the leaker, which is Cyber Leak. They put Cyber Leak in with a machine gun. They so it looks like in-game footage that they're using all that. pay for gas in the game. I mean, I don't mind that if it's like you pay in-game cash, but then again, if it's online, there was the shark cards and everything, where you can pay for shark bucks, real world money, so you can get real world in-game cash. So like they're gonna make you pay just to play the game,
Rockstar
just to drive in a video game.
Games issues a
Person just listed GTA 6 map and gameplay video stated that he would not stop until Rockstar Games issue a public statement apology with concrete commitment to be better. That's never gonna fucking happen. No consumer shall pay for a game through digital storefronts before release and independent review. God, I would love to live in that world. Physical pre-orders for the tangible media remain permitted. Pre-orders were not created for gamers. They were created because physical discs have manufacturing limits. In digital distribution, there is no inventory. That is true. Why pre-orders don't make sense in a all digital feature? Because like pre-ordering is for the benefit of like pre-ordering like a physical product. Like you are pre-ordering so that you will get that disc or that cartridge or whatever form that game is in. It is reserved for you and it will be sent, or you can pick it up at the store or whatever at the GameStop. Blah 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 blah. Now, pre-orders don't make sense because it's a digital thing. There's no finite amount of digital copies. There's no point in pre-ordering it except for like to get some frivolous bullshit like skin or whatever. Or nowadays you have to pay extra, like, oh, you can play the game like 10 days early, just give us $100. But of course these people, they have no impulse control. GTA is like the only reason they live and breathe, so they'll do it. Could be digital copy cannot sell out. Yet publishers kept the pre-order system and stripped away its only consumer benefit. Now gamers pay early and receive. I didn't even read this part. Like he's 100% right about this. Again, this guy is like pushing his crypto bullshit, but he's not wrong about this. Pre-orders were not good for gamers. Nothing in return except the countdown timer and a cosmetic skin. Yeah, like that's all you're getting. A countdown and a frivolous skin. Publishers want revenue before launch. They can press disc, print boxes, put them on shelves, earn that money through physical production. Another quote seen from GTA 6 leak map says, "Fighting for gamers' rights." It's evident that the whole reason behind these leaks are the decision to ship GTA 6 without a physical copy, making GTA 6 the one game that got leaked the most during its development time. What is going to be more interesting to see, however, is if more leaks are going to happen because of this, or no one would tell how info or leaked footage CyberLeak can share. Oh yeah, by the way, all this leaked footage is like, you can go find it on your own. I'm not going to show it to you because even as small as I am, Rockstar will come for me and kill me in my sleep. A lot of people are making like, I think it's like, especially here in the comments, like, oh my god, they're gonna fucking like lich this guy. They're gonna like put his head on a spike. They're gonna like, I can't like, dude, we're gonna find this guy dead, like upside down and naked, under a bridge or something at some point. Like they're all saying like this dude's so fucking dead. And if he's doing it for money, he made, like I already said, he made like around 50K. That is nothing compared to the lawsuit that Rockstar might drop upon you if they find you, which they might just do it. The CyberLeak press release explains its responsibility for the recent GTA 6 leak. Group possesses 3 amendments there. No digital pre-orders, no fake solo DLC, preserve offline solo content. I mean, these are all reasonable demands, but it's just like the thing that muddies it is the whole cryptocorn bullshit. Okay, anyway, so that's video 1.
Welcome back to Slop Live.
Today's
Slop.
You can't protect me from Rockstar if they decide to cover me. I'm sorry. I appreciate
If you didn't see yesterday, 2 videos of gameplay from Grand Theft Auto 6 were leaked, with the leakers watermarking the footage with links to buy their crypto meme coin.
Okay, so that's the guy. It's a game leak. I get it. He's like a leak. The vegetable. Most games pre-out, they sell the pre-order skin in another bundle later. Yep. Just recently, Darkest Dungeon. That's the one I could think of recently. They had the Musketeer, who was a pre-order version of the character, who was available back when Darkest Dungeon was a Kickstarter game. She was only available for backers. It took several years, but eventually she became available for everyone for free. And now everyone has the Musketeer. Also, the Musketeer is the same character as the Arbalest. They're both effectively the same character. They have the same stats. Their abilities have different names, but they do the same things. They just look different. So you effectively already have the Musketeer in the base game as the Arbalest. It's really just a skin at that point. And that skin was given to players for free, like 5 years ish after the full release of the game.
Whilst also claiming they were going to keep leaking
Oh
footage.
yeah, Pragmata did it, and that took even less time. That took like 3 months at most. Where there was like that one skin, the drawing skin.
Until
really
Rockstar
cute, and I'm glad it's available for everyone.
Well, there's
but still,
more leaks today with another.
Your pre-order means nothing. So now those people who pre-ordered Pragmata didn't even get anything out of it.
2 new gameplay videos, both about 2 minutes long. In one of these videos, the in-game radio is playing a song from 2025.
Yep, that's the thing I mentioned. It's a very recent song, so that's pretty concrete proof that this game or this leak or this build that that they're leaking is a pretty modern version of the game. Like,
so it turns out this footage or the build they're playing on is a lot more recent than originally thought. One of the watermarks on this footage
which one are you
was
talking
saying
about?
no physical discs, then more leaks. Both clips also end with a small 10-second cutscene from the game's story, specifically including a character saying, "They don't know nothing about me, man. I use a VPN," which almost seems like the leakers are taunting Rockstar.
yeah.
And also may have a lot more footage of the
Dude, these guys are gonna die, but like, hey, at least they're kind of going out to fine. I can respect that.
game than originally thought. This was also a message supposedly sent by the hackers of them.
The pre-order was
taunting
available
Rockstar
on day
games
1
like
of
the
release. You just
Riddler
have to
or
buy a
something.
bundle.
People have theorized that the
okay.
hackers may have an entire
points to the
GTA
pre-order.
6 build.
Also, the leaker group has a full GTA 6 build in their hands. Yeah, I already saw that, which is even more devastating as all the leaks seem to have the same thing in common. Jason's wearing the same clothes and it is early in game footage. I have zero idea how someone can get access to the full game build before the release. However, Rockstar is at huge risk of suffering a similar data breach, just like Asana back in 2023.
Build on their hands, given the
Dude, they should just release the whole game, the whole build, even if it's not the final build. Dude, just fucking release it. Just the fucking splat the egg on Rockstar's
leaked
face.
gameplay includes the main character wearing the same clothes, and it's also been reported that the hacker
Neo, and
claims
they
to
announced
have
it,
the
Neo's
ending
Gucci.
to Grand
Okay.
Theft Auto.
Leaker claims to have ending in the game. Okay, so he basically, it might not be the latest build, but it is a version of the game that is 100% playable from beginning to end.
6's story, or at least one of the
claiming.
endings. Anyway, supposedly the leaker has also said that there's a currency in the game that can be traded for real life money.
Now, that's not that surprising. Again, I brought the shark cards. You buy like a $50 card. It gives you like, I don't know what the rate was, but it gives you, I don't know, $50 million in game. For $50 real world money. So that's not surprising. That's been in GTA 5 for at least the past, I want to say 7 years or so, probably longer.
A lot of the replies on
Shark
Twitter
cards have been
just
a
saying
thing
this
for a
is
long while.
nonsense, and it's just the leaker trying
That's
to
why
get
GTA 6 took so long to come out, because GTA 5 was just printing the money with GTA Online.
more attention, so people buy his scammy crypto. If the leakers truly do
Yeah, we're going
somehow
back to
have
the
a
crypto
build of
thing.
the game,
Again, like, he might have the means to be doing the right thing, but he's doing it just to push this fucking crypto bullshit.
I expect we'll be seeing leaked footage all the way up until the game's actual release. That is, of
Anyway, wait, what?
course, if Rockstar haven't already found, tortured, and killed them before.
Yeah, again, it's what everyone's saying. Like, unless they haven't, at least until they find, torture, and kill this guy. Oh my god, they're gonna make an example out of him. I can totally. unless he gets away with it, if they find him, they're gonna make an example out of him, like thorough example out of him.
Welcome back to Slop Live. Today's Slopic.
Imagine the game forces you to buy to play as a female character, and first seeing her start getting railed. That is something I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. And also, she's being railed by somebody who isn't her boyfriend, because apparently it's supposed to be like a sort of Bonnie and Clyde situation. She is supposed to be, they're supposed to be dating, and there's supposed to be like ride or die couple thing going on. I wouldn't be surprised if they did something like that, TLA. And she's fucking another dude. And that's all, and the guy finds out, but they stay together because, you know, he just loves her that much. He's willing to forgive her. They're ride or die. Never mind that she wasn't so ride or die that she'd keep her legs shut, but, you know, whatever. Ride or die, baby.
A lot more news about the GTA 6 leaks. The leaker known as Cyber...
Like the Rockstar Slave Base. You mean like, I mean, they are kind of if you mean the example thing, I mean, they kind of are, if that's what you mean. They kind of are making an example out of them. Like, you're all just little piggies and you'll just eat the slop if we just put our name on it. Which, I mean, they're right, if that's what you're insinuating.
Has continued to leak more footage from the game. One of the clips, including them shooting the word leak, spelled L-E-E-K, into the wall, which makes it very likely that they do in fact have a build of the game and not just a collection of clips. Take-Two has apparently lost $2.8 billion in market value.
Alright, so like this is the first big hit. They're losing stock. $2.8 billion. Following the league, that's crazy. I gotta love it though. Again, I do not like Take-Two. I do not like Rockstar. I want them to hurt. Just a little bit at least.
Because of the leaks as well. And as you probably know, during all of the leaks... the
leaker isn't doing this for the right reasons. He's doing it for crypto coins. He's doing it for money. But he is making the bad men bleed.
Has been promoting their meme coin.
If
well,
only
they
a very
actually
little.
ran a 14-hour paid poll on which clips they should release next.
Yeah, here's what I was talking about. He's doing like a poll, like donate money towards what you want me to leak next. It's just fucking
people
cringe.
being able to vote by donating the meme coin to the poll. This person really does care about gamers' rights. And of course, a few people actually donated. This tweet pointing out that someone really paid the price of the game's standard edition to see a leaked video clip. And supposedly, there's a second group of leakers that got access to an Xbox development kit, which didn't give them a build of the game, but let them view information about the game. A lot of speculation and fake news has also been floating around. Some people were trying to claim the leaker was from Germany because someone had the same name on a forum 10 years ago. And because the leaker hadn't posted for around 20 hours, it started to spread that they had actually been captured, with people claiming the news came out just now, with of course no actual source. Though people did do a deep dive on the leaker and his crypto accounts, eventually tracing back the creation of the meme coin and the website
No,
to an
no,
account
there's
on
nothing
a
to
website
find the
known as
trail.
KuCoin, which requires ID verification to use. So if the leaker's using an account he verified the ID on, he is definitely cooked. It's also estimated that the leaker has made about $50,000 in transaction fees from his meme coin and has about $400,000 of unsold tokens. Even if he somehow does sell these tokens for $400,000, I'm not sure the money is going to be worth what
$450K is not going to be enough.
It's also been stated that authorities could
to deal with a potential lawsuit with Rockstar.
The account holder. Well, Take-Two has actually subpoenaed both Microsoft and Discord, petitioning them to release any records related to the various accounts sharing the leaks.
They're trying to find
user data that could be linked to Xbox accounts or OneDrive accounts. They're also seeking records from Discord related to 3 names that CyberLeak may have been using, as well as a few Discord servers.
In Red Dead
including
2, their
the
last
YouTuber
game.
Dark Viper.
Yeah, you're right. Actually,
Dark
yeah,
Viper
that came out before
Take-Two
Rockstar.
has filed
before this game.
Seeking info to catch the GTA 6
GTA 5 was still the moneymaker. They never were able to figure out how to make money off of Red Dead Online. That's why, like, despite the fact that I still say Red Dead Redemption 2 is like one of their best games of all time, like borderline masterpiece, they don't support it because it doesn't print them money. GTA 5 is slop, but it's slop that people keep consuming and it keeps making them money. They don't want Red Dead Redemptions, even if it was like objectively the better game. They want they want the live service. Again, they want that live service golden goose. They want, they want another GTA 5 basically. To just print the money more and more and more. They're gonna put the minimal effort into this game, demand an exuberant entry fee, and then they're gonna milk you like the pigs you are, for the next like 10+ years.
Clips of the leaks
for online
in either of my discords.
And
It's
you'll
confusing what Dark
partake
Viper
in it
even
because
has to
like
do with it. Maybe the leaker
because these people,
visited
they
his
just
Discord or was active
they
in
want
it.
their fucking what do you call it, the stupid hover bikes or whatever.
Maybe they're just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. Maybe Slop Live will be subpoenaed next.
But yeah, that's the latest update as far as I'm aware. It just came out yesterday, unless it's something new. I'm not subscribed to this guy. I probably should. Nah, the last thing he posted was this thing regarding like this Reddit mod thing, which I don't care about. That's for another day, if anything. But yeah, that's this other stuff I wanted to talk about, but I think we should probably call it there because I'm not gonna be able to get through this in a medium amount of time. Let's like this like really quickly. They want the hype and aura. Yeah, basically. I'm not gonna like watch these videos, but like just really quickly, localizers are being fucking, you don't hate localizers enough. There was like some bullshit. There was like a presentation recently at Games. I think Square Enix was there too. This fucker was just like talking about like how and why they're changing things up, that it's actually good that they're doing. You're just a uncultured, uneducated chud for like not understanding that that localization is actually really fucking hard, and like it's not just one-to-one translations. You have to change all this stuff. Never mind the fact that we're like censoring words or getting rid of like Merry Christmas and similar things like that we don't like. That's just part of the process. You ungrateful bitch. And like, yeah. So again, you don't hit localizers enough. That's the smart of saying. This was interesting. This was actually like about a week ago, I believe. But Star Citizen, I forgot the name of the studio, Cloud, whatever. They had a live stream where they were like showing like gameplay footage of the game. And it was just breaking the entire time. The game just wouldn't cooperate. And if you know anything about Star Citizen, this game would be fun. About what? There's a lot of other stuff you could do. A lot of stuff I could bitch about. But anyway, let's go really quickly about this. If you know the history of Star Citizen, probably the most expensive crowdfunded game / funded game period. I think there's over $1 billion already has been put into the singular game, and it's still not done. They still haven't finished like their companion game, Squadron 42, which is supposed to come out late this year or sometime next year. Doubt, we'll see. They sell like $1,000 ships. Their offices are like super decked out with like spaceship. It looks a lot cool and shit. Like you see where your money's going, and they don't have a working game. Even their in studio build of the game is incredibly buggy. It has the same issues that the public release does. Like, where is all this money going to? Again, over $1 billion has gone into this game. Yeah, $1 billion and nothing to show. And this live stream just like really showed like how fucking awful it is. Apparently this guy, I found out this guy, he's terrible to work with. I forgot his name. He's like the director. Constantly changing things. No, it's not Unreal actually. It's like a different I think it's based on like the Crysis engine. From what I understand, it's like a derivative of that. But apparently it's not good enough, or they haven't like tweaked it enough. Like they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and like if they don't know and they're the engineers working on it, like how should I know? The point is, it's a shit show. I recommend watching this video. Kira, he he kind of broke this story, and I think even and this is a while ago. It's like over a week ago actually. I'm looking at it. Apparently, Pyrocynical actually watched this video and did on his like reaction channel live streams, and he went over this. Pretty good breakdown, but basically his big takeaway, and I kind of agree with him on this, is that just because I'm just saying that like a big streamer got involved with it. I'm not saying he's good or not, but you know what I mean. The point is, like, a lot of eyes got on this. A lot of eyes. It would be like similar to like if Asmongold had talked about it, which he might have. I don't know. Maybe he did. The point is, like, this fuck up wasn't contained to just the community. Everybody saw it, including the normies who watched like Pyrocynical and Asmongold and all that. Everybody fucking knows when there's Tony Furry watch. Not a furry. But again, like the point is, like, their mess, everyone saw it. Everybody knows. Everyone knows that they fucked up, and they can't just hide it and pretend that nothing's bad. Because usually this would be like contained within the community, and let's be fucking honest, the majority of the people who are committed to Star Citizen, who follow like the subreddit or follow the newsletters and blah blah blah, they are massive glazers. They are all in because like they've already spent like thousands of dollars on it. It's like they have to justify their costs, the money that they already put into the game. It needs to come out and it needs to be good, because if it doesn't, then they wasted like 10 grand of like their child's college fund on this stupid fucking game that's been in development for like what, 20 years or close to that already. So like a lot of them are willing to like look over or look past like the biggest fucking mistakes, but this one, even their fans are like on the subreddit and everything, even they are calling them out and saying like, you guys are fucked up. Like, you need to step it up. You need to give us something like concrete now, soon, and you need to like change how you're doing things. And again, Kira gave like a pretty good perspective. It's like Star Citizen is too big to fail. If they stop getting donations, because like they're getting like $1 million a year, like minimum, if not multiple. I think they actually earned like 25 million last year or something like that. And again, this is just like people like buying like the entry package or buying new ships or things like that. Like, people are still giving this stupid studio tons of fucking money. And if that revenue cuts off, that's it. The game's done. There's not going to be a game, because there clearly isn't a game ready or done or anything like that. They don't have a game. It's just an alpha that's been in alpha for like what, the past like 10 years or so. And if they stop getting that revenue, then they have to close shop. There's not going to be a Star Citizen, period. It either needs to go to the end or not at all. There's no like halfway point. They're not going to be able to like do like a scaled down project or anything like that. It's either all or nothing with this stupid studio. At this point, I like the idea of Star Citizen. I've always been pretty prominent about that. Like, if this game does come out, like, I'll buy it. I'll get the. I can see this being like my forever game, because I love sci-fi. I love shift combat. I love like the look at the first person combat too, the ultra realism and all. It looks great. But I haven't put a dime into this. I don't own access to the alpha or anything like that. I haven't paid for any ships, and I never will. This game either needs to come out and be good, or I'm never touching it. But I will keep an eye on it. And I have been keeping an eye on it for a long time. Like, heck, there's like another account on YouTube. I think they call it Board Gamer. Massive Star Citizen glazer. And even he was kind of like floundering. He's like, yeah, this kind of went kind of badly. Like, even he was like kind of reluctantly being like, you know what, they're kind of dropping the ball here. They need to step it up. So yeah, like, hopefully we'll see what happens. They need more pressure, really. Like, if they want to keep the money flowing, they need to like put something out there. I guess the big first sign of like whether this is gonna be good or not would be Squadron 42, which again is supposed to be coming out like at the end of this year or sometime next year. I think it's probably more likely gonna be like Christmas next year, but we'll see. He's like the smug type that wants things done his way, and if you do anything a different way and it doesn't work great, he'll rub it in your face forever. Yep, pretty much. And he'll make you start over from the beginning until you decide to quit and you don't want to do it. Yeah, like there's tons of like ex-developers. Like, I can't remember this guy's name, but tons of developers saying like how he's just like a fucking awful boss to work for. Like he's just awful. Like always looking over. Like this is like a perfect picture of him. Like just looking over your shoulder, like scrutinizing you. And if you're not to his standards, then you're done, buddy. Get out of here. Like you know who I am. I can just find another programmer easily. You're chump chains. It's your privilege to work for me, and like that kind of attitude. Massive asshole, massive ego. So not a good guy. But he's making this game that a lot of people still believe in, unfortunately. It's too expensive to take chances on. Yeah, and this is $1 billion chance, over $1 billion chance. So again, another video I recommend watching. Star Citizen Game Live thing by Kira, really good video. And I was just gonna like react to the Halo Combat Evolved by G-Man because this is a really bad review from this guy. I kind of lost all respect for G-Man because of this review. This is over 4 weeks old. I didn't know about it until recently because I saw EFAP actually reacted to this review, and like just like watching them react to it, I was like, oh my god, what is he doing? Like G-Man he just completely drops the ball with this. And they pointed out some things to me that I didn't know. G-Man has connections within the gaming sphere. Like he has connections like Ubisoft and PlayStation. You know, all the bad people. He gets early access, he gets privileges. And I always said like just getting early access, that alone diminishes your legitimacy as a critic, at least for me. And this guy is getting all the red carpet treatment, and he tries to like present himself as like an everyday man. You know, he's just your average Australian bloke who just wants to play some Doom or whatever, and like get with the kids and play the shooters. And like I still respect G-Man for like his knowledge of like actual from shooters and stuff like that. Like a lot of the games I really love, he loves too. Doom, Quake, Dust, like all the boomer shooters. Like that being said, he is fucking glazing. He fucking glazed Campaign Evolved, basically saying like this is the definitive edition to play Halo 1. Period. If you want to laugh, watch his review. It's terrible. I mean, let's look at the opening here. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Really? Oh my god.
I don't know if it's fully possible.
Yeah, like it just starts and it immediately goes into like, oh my god, I'm ready to lick your butthole until it shines. It just opens up and you already immediately know like, oh my god, really, dude? Really? It's pathetic. And yeah, the hello fellow kids mentality. For a game to redeem blind now. God damn it, shut up. That's for next week. Hopefully I need to talk to Ryan actually about doing more Halo next week. But yeah, let's call it there. So we'll go up there. Okay. Anyway, that is the weekly debrief. We got through most topics. Like I said, some we did way too much. We spent way too much time on, like usual. First 1 hour on the first topic. You know, typical Hanau bullshit. It's just what I do. Anyway, reminder, tomorrow noon, 12 p.m. CST is going to be movie night. We're gonna be watching Nacho Libre. So hope you guys, that will be on the server. Yeah, hopefully you'll be there, TOA. If you don't mind, do you mind doing like an alert, like just remind everybody? Actually, I should probably make I'll make the alert. I'll make the alert. Remind everyone that tomorrow is going to be there. I'll put the time and everything and yada yada. So hope to see you guys there. It'll be on the server itself. If you're not already on the server, the socials are right there. Just join. I'll do it. But I have to make a thumbnail for it. Like, that's the thing. Like, let me do it. I'll do the thumbnail. But yeah. And then I'll try to have the schedule for the next week by later tomorrow night, hopefully. Anyway, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, you all stay happy and healthy, and I'll see you all again real soon, right? Later. Alright, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.